sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm in their neck. I came to collect. I put them in check for the respect. I've been around. They tell me I'm next. Ain't begging a cent.
What's your advice to men who want to be good fathers, but they
Yeah.
What's your advice to that man? You can't do
Look, I say that to say this, right?
You already know what it is, man. This is Fred with the I Say That to Say This podcast, brought to you by M3S3. Appreciate you pulling up to check out this new episode. But listen, to help this channel grow, make sure you like, make sure you comment, and make sure you subscribe.
And don't forget, the members get exclusive content.
You already know. Hope you enjoy the show.
Relax.
I gotta relax.
This a good distance? This a good distance for me? All right. I just want to make sure before we start, y'all show we are sold on the glasses.
Glasses dope. But what I be doing sometimes is halfway I take them off.
Dang, I feel like I need a pair.
With the shirt.
Halfway I take them off.
It's really Miami, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck y'all saying? Hold on, don't do that. What you say? What you say?
Yeah.
Come on, stop. Come on, stop.
Cuba.
Huh? Muy bien. You know what I'm saying? Quesadilla. I know all that shit.
I'm from where we got the best Spanish food, bro. Colombia.
Oh, yeah. You're from Colombia? Did you say Puerto Rico?
That's where the coke at. That's where the cocaine
I
at.
think that's the first thing they always throw on us, bro.
Nah, I'm from Colombia where the best coke is at. Don't try to say I'm from the best. Nah, nigga. Y'all was moving that dope.
I like how this is cold out the gate.
Yeah, some hate pop.
Oh, yeah. It's chill. He had it in the freezer.
Bro, come on. Thank you, bro.
He already got his crown, Jeff.
Yeah. He. You know what? That's exactly why I don't get.
How many mics you got? He want to get all his props. He all right, man.
No.
Cool.
Hey, but that's why I never get mad when somebody like calls me like Mexican or something, because I know that there's so many like Latinos around the country that just wants a representation on the battle rap culture. So I could be like, nah, I'm Puerto Rican, but I'm like, nah, there's actually Mexicans and you know Dominicans and all these other national or specific Latino races where I'm like, yo, if I just like shun all of them, I'm like, nah, only rep Puerto Rico. I know they probably feel a type of way. So for me, I'll never publicly be like, man, don't call me this, don't call me that. I'm like, nah, bro, I want to raise that that Latin
Latinos.
Yeah. Appreciate that, man.
Yeah. The niggas like you too, though. We here. Y'all ain't keep talking. Y'all just come on, goddamn.
I already told him that.
We here. You know what I'm saying?
I told him we the same.
Nah, it's just you don't see too many Latinos in battle rap events. Period, bro. Every time I see one,
not
bro,
the events.
Even at events, bro. Every time I see one, I just hug them. They be like, "What you up to?" I'm like, "You don't even know what I've been through, bro." It be lonely over here.
All right, we ready. Let me get the
Your chain? You want it out?
No, I like doing this. My look right here. This shit fire when they do it like
I'm
this.
flashy. I like it out.
I gotta get it out.
Yeah.
You ready?
That's the Miami look.
Oh, it is.
I'm starting to grow on you a little bit. Pause.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Hey, yo, man, he knows. All right, let me get the. All right, on three. 1, 2, 3. You already know what it is, man. It's Fred with M3S3. Men make moves, suckers stand still, man. This the I Say That to Say This podcast. Why do we call it that? Because people do all kind of talking, blah, blah, blah. But when they get down to the meat and the potatoes, they say, okay. I say that to say this. That's brought to you by M3S3. Shop with us, www.m3sapparel.com. To my right.
Hey, man, before I introduce myself, I want to give, you know what I'm saying, a rest in peace to my homie, my good friend, Ish. You feel what I'm saying? Major League Battles, man. Miss you, brother. Love you, brother. It's Mike the gatekeeper, Mr. Talk to Me because I talk back. You already know the people's choice. Y'all know the voice, man.
To my left,
Hello, my name is Ashley. You guys can follow me on my podcast page, Please Enlighten Me Podcast.
Fire Podcast. I love that podcast.
Facts.
They be making me insecure. You know what I'm saying? These niggas ain't shit. Like, no, they don't be talking like that. They be talking good shit on there. But today we got a very, 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 very special guest, man.
Very.
You know what I'm saying? Very. One of the first people I work with in battle rap, but I actually got with him because I recognized his musical talent, right? So I knew he was a battle rapper, but I was like, man, I like this guy's music. So we had a track called Make Moves featuring my verse. It's on YouTube right now, M3S3 TV. It's on all platforms, fire. But like I said, I booked him as an artist, not a battle rapper, because his music and his artistry is that fire. A battle rap legend who's redefining what it means to show talent, skill, and soul in his performances.
Facts.
Dominating the battle rap scene, a top-ranked competitor worldwide. Not just a battle rapper, a real musician who makes dope music, a teacher helping the youth in the community, live performances on stages, churches worldwide, hip-hop tours, over 6 million views across 32 battles. That's all we could track. I don't know, I can't even count what's on the app. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Welcome to the show, Florida's own Loso.
Y'all give it up for my motherfucking guy.
I need to make sure I get that clipped up
Yeah.
and play it every time I walk in the rooms, man.
Come on,
Salute,
man. Yeah,
Appreciate
The
y'all,
number
man.
one guy in Florida, by the way.
Number one battle rapper in Florida, man.
Salute.
Welcome, I would say welcome home, but like Florida's yours, right?
Yes,
so
sir,
welcome
sir.
to the front porch. What?
I'm here, man. Appreciate y'all, bro. You know, we've been trying to make this happen for a minute now, so here, bro. It's right. Let's get it.
Let's get it. So before we get started, man.
See, I gotta remind him.
I like that. See, I was gonna give you points for reminding me now, and you ain't shit.
Here you go.
All right, so y'all know how we like to do, man. You're in our house, but it's not our house; it's your house as well. We like to let our guests know, with our simple slogan, how we feel about everybody that's in our circle, right? Even the engineer. So let's do the wide view. See, I'm directing, and then I need the engineer. I need my guy. Come on over here. Get your glass. Yep.
Come on, let's get it.
I need you in this. I need you in this. Tell him I said it.
He the reason
My
why
debit
we
card on
ice
file.
him.
Tell him just hit it. Let's
See,
go.
this makes it feel more like
Icy and
family
crispy.
now.
Come on, man. That's
That's what
what
we
it's
need.
about. All right. Glasses in the air. Repeat after me. I'm not above you.
I'm not above you.
I'm not below you.
I'm not below you.
I'm right here with you.
I'm right here with you.
Let's get it.
Salud.
I had to make sure because this is a special guest. You know what I'm saying? One of the guys that gave me the seal of approval before you, by the way.
Really?
Come on.
Explain that before you give him that. Can't
You
just
see
let
the
you give
battle
it to
rap
him.
talents that you like that I present. He actually listened and liked it.
So King Kia, he knew about him already.
I ain't say Kinky. I said
Okay.
me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. We're gonna clip that for Kia.
I mean, look, everything's playing. All right, so you know what I like to do with our guests, man, at Mike Hate is
Oh man.
I like to take a walk with our guests because you know everybody know you for who they see on camera. You know, I've watched all your interviews. I know about you that way. But when you hear, and especially with artists that I personally like, you know, I always tell you like, yo, he's one of my favorites. So I like to take a walk with our guests, right? We don't go too far back, but who is
like jaws sometimes?
let's take a sprint.
I like
you know what I'm saying? Because tell me who Loso is in high school.
Yeah, so growing up, so originally a lot of people don't know this.
Born in New York.
Trust me, yes. I definitely, don't get me wrong, I'm Florida to the core. And because I tell people like, this is where I learned, I learned how to talk, I learned how to dress, this is where I learned how to rap. You know, first fight, first kiss, everything. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what kind of made. But my first 10 years, I was in New York, and so coming straight from New York, obviously, and I was going back there like every couple months, every year. That was still in me. But in high school, though, when I was transitioning, once I got into Jefferson High School in Tampa, Florida, for me was kind of like the starting point of kind of getting into my like musical, circle. Like I had friends who were rapping. I remember we was doing text battles at the time. But for me, it was just I was just, your everyday, Chico that was around, all the other, you know, athletes and my boys that were actually inside. So I grew up in this Boys and Girls Club. As far as like we was there all the time. So the same people who went to that same people who were at the same Boys and Girls Club. I mean, they were all at my school. So me kind of growing up there, playing basketball, doing all this stuff, but then, you know, in a single parent household as well. So with
just mom, dude,
just my mom, bro. And I mean, I'm talking about a woman who came from New York with nothing but $200 in her pocket and 4 kids. Came right down.
So you got what, brothers, sisters? What?
Oh yeah. Now, what a lot of people don't know too is I'm a twin.
What?
Yeah. Ooh.
Stop.
Yeah.
What?
That's crazy.
You a twin?
Yeah, I got a twin sister. Yeah. Twin sister.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Yo,
Where
I
the
was
picture
at
at?
the end.
Where the picture at?
I got
Keep talking.
Yeah. I pull up Instagram, but
That's crazy.
But yeah, so I'm a twin. So, but by the time in high school though, me and her, we kind of already like we was real close growing up. But in high school, you obviously get your differences and stuff like that, and you know get your own circles. But and we went to different high schools as well. But for me, running around being a knucklehead, doing you know what every other 16,
You was getting in
17,
trouble.
man, what? Come on, bro. You know all up and down Port Tampa and right by South Tampa, and whatnot. So
What was you getting in trouble for? Fighting? What?
girls. That's
clapping
what it was.
clapping other dudes, chicks.
Oh man, yeah.
Loso, are you that guy?
But
you
here's the thing.
you
Here's the
clapping
thing.
other?
So look, I always tell people, I wasn't the guy who like got every girl, but I was a guy who like some of the girls would look at and be like, all right, cool. But then I would get me in some situations. Like I remember vividly, like one dude just pulling up, you know what I'm saying, was just like, yo, what's this? And I'm like,
What was it?
I don't know. I mean, just some text messages. I'm like, bro, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Did you text
can't
her?
just-
Were you texting her?
Yes.
So you did know. You started off with a
No,
lie.
I didn't know.
So hold on,
Who
what we doing?
I didn't know who he was.
Oh, yo, no, this
And
nigga. Okay.
but I've had that happen at battle rap events. I've really had
What?
that. Yeah, there was one time where I was surrounded. by some people. You know what I'm saying? But I had to let them know. I can't.
Why you can't? You can.
I feel like I can't because if I go ahead now, here's the thing.
Fred TMZ, he always wanted to know the
TMZ.
details.
But here's the thing. I'm very. I'm so connected within the battle rap culture. Like I'm talking about, like nobody has an issue with me, right? I'm friends with everybody. That's to the point.
Top tier.
But no. But what I'm saying is this though. I'm talking about outside of just like before. I'm talking about like I got real relationships with everybody. That
Facts.
if something did pop off, it wouldn't be too far that nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was a gang of people like just pulling up on me, bro. It's just.
Oh, they had your back, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm talking
Everybody
about, bro,
at the event would have your
At
back.
the spot that I was at, you gotta think
This
about it, bro.
wasn't
I'm
in
already.
Florida, huh?
This was in Atlanta. This was in Atlanta.
Yeah, because they ain't fucking with you in Florida. We got you, man.
But I mean, it could. You know what I'm saying? You
No,
gotta
it
think about
can't.
it.
No.
I'm saying you gotta think about somebody would just walk up and just be like,
anybody.
He would just kind of ask a
I'm gonna do
question.
what the man did to Charles. Niggas ain't touching him in Florida.
Yeah.
Fuck
Dude,
they talking
was
about.
with Charleston White. He was on,
Yeah. Shout out.
I
to
just
that
had,
guy.
and I definitely won't go too much into this, and I know it's gonna piss you off because,
Yeah,
but I
because you ain't
definitely
go too
just
far
had
into the last shit.
But
Ask me, real
but
quick,
you saying that
you
though?
clapped
I would say
somebody
this.
in battle rap
Look. No.
He don't wanna tell us, bro.
No.
Yes, you
But I would
did.
say this. I would say it's funny you said about Florida though. I just recently, like when I talk about recently, I'm talking about last week. I just had a situation with an individual who came to the city. You know what I'm saying? And it was going to be a situation. But I knew for a fact it really wasn't going to be no situation because you got too much entourage and security around you that it's not even going to be, you just talking. You know what I'm saying? If it was really going to be that, you wouldn't have all these people around you.
Who we battled last week?
But it's the same thing though.
It ain't
You know what I'm
gonna be
saying?
no
Who
situation.
we battled last week?
It don't matter.
It wasn't no
So
battle
where you
rapper.
was
It
at
wasn't
last
no battle rapper. It wasn't no battle rapper.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was a local artist. Well,
No,
you that
what
nigga, huh?
local artists you know got entourage and security?
It was a big. See, you got to stop that shit. You made that little top 10 list. Remember he made the
Yeah, where the girl said he was
the
yeah.
sexiest man in battle rap.
Loso, real quick, so we can get
But
back
it
to
wasn't
the story.
top 10. It was actually top 20,000.
Talk.
Top 20,000. What?
So that's what they voted. That's what they voted. I just
Oh, no, that was outside
I just
of battle rap
accepted
or something.
Nah, no, it was the battle rap. You
Yeah,
talking about
it
the battle
was
rap one, right?
Yeah.
Top
Yeah.
20,000 battle rappers, like attractive. It was like.
I mean, they didn't rank all 20. I'm just saying there's about
Right.
20,000 in the world. So
I
Right.
think
Oh, yeah.
He was
He, like,
in the
get it
top
right.
5 though, right?
I was number one. I was number one. Yeah.
I see.
lot of battle rappers.
See what I tried. I tried to diminish that.
And that's why like a lot of battle rappers try to clown me for winning that award. They're like, oh, you know,
That's
it's a
whack.
male. But I was like,
That's whack.
obviously the men there's women in the culture who voted. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So shout out to all the ladies. You know.
So right now you can say Frey. I don't want to answer that, and we can move on. Loso. No, so look at
Yo,
me.
he not
Look
trying
at
to
me.
make OTFMZ.
That's exactly what's gonna get.
No, this FRED. So. Have you clapped somebody's girl in battle rap before?
Nah,
Never. Okay.
Never.
Okay.
I've never.
Okay.
I've never
Never did that.
working and
Okay.
all that. I've never. That's why you never found.
Drama with you and shit.
You'll never see me on like a tabloid in battle rap. You know, like Loso and this particular person, because I just don't indulge in that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't.
But you try to throw me in it because you told T-Top that I told this girl to men make moves, sucker stand still. I called T-Top like, yo, my man. That was a bar. I don't even know what your shorty looked like. You remember that? Yeah, I remember that because I showed the whole team like, this nigga. I'm blowing your phone up. You're like, yo, I just thought it was clever.
I was trying to shout the brand out. Come on,
That was fire.
I said, Fred, you at it again.
Yeah.
Okay, so
See how you trying to laugh that off?
Yeah.
that's what I said. You know, that's my way. So, boom. You in high school, you getting in trouble, clapping chicks, fights, all that type shit.
Mm-hmm.
Does that define, like, are you a good student though, or are you just a troublemaker?
I mean, I was a lazy student. That's what it was. I wouldn't say like I was a bad student, but I just wasn't. You got to think about it, bro. I'm going to school just trying to have fun, and so I'm barely graduating by the skin of my teeth, which is crazy because later on I ended up becoming a teacher. But at the time, like I really was not doing no work. I wasn't trying to like.
I'm the best teachers though.
Yeah, I guess so.
No cap. Like
Back in the day, roll the TV in.
Yeah, my teacher.
Bro, I was terrible. But see, but like I know those teachers are like the
Roll the
most
TV.
fun. But that wasn't me though. Like I legit. Like I'm an English and history teacher, you know what I'm saying? Like I legit, yeah. So for me, going from somebody who did not care about school at all, and then to that was kind of crazy transition. But I will say, in high school, yeah, all that was happening. But as soon as I think around that time too, my mother, like I told you, who was a big influence on me. This is the first time that, and I mean, there was no signs of like the Bible, Jesus, nothing in my household. We didn't grow up on that. I didn't grow up in church or nothing like that. And I keep trying to tell people that. So for me, my mother gets introduced to church when I'm in high school. And this is around probably like when I'm like 15, 16 and whatnot. And I remember my mom going there for a couple of weeks, and she obviously was dragging us with her. But for me, I tell people all the time, there was something, if you asked me at that time, like, yo, did you believe in God? I would probably say yeah, but the way that I really knew God was real was the fact that I saw my mom's life change like in front of me. I'm talking about a woman that was just, I mean, even the way that she treated us, it just changed overnight. And for me, I couldn't explain. Like I didn't really know who God was. I didn't know what he was doing. I didn't know nothing about the Bible. I didn't know about the gospel message, nothing like that. But I would look at my mom like day to day and I would say, something happened to my mom. Like I remember thinking that. I remember at a young age, I was like, even though I didn't own the truth, I remember looking at my mom, I was like, yo, something happened
What was
to her.
different about it?
Man, just the way that she carried it. Like you gotta think, I mean, and you guys know this, bro. Like when somebody really knows, and whether it's your grandma or whoever it is, like, there's some women, bro, that are so in step with the Lord, bro, that it just kind of like exuberates in who they are. But right. I'm talking about like the way that she loved us, like the way she was more patient with us, the way that she was more giving. I mean, I'm talking about a woman who was still struck working 2 jobs, bro, KFC and Burger King, bro. I remember like willing to give her last dollar to help anybody, you know what I'm saying? And so where it was probably like some like selfish motives that I would see like growing up, it not for us, but for other people, it changed to like, nah, yo, this is a bigger purpose. And then even when she was like communicating that truth to me, I was just hearing it, but it wasn't really something that I owned for myself until, 18, 19.
Right.
And then I started making a conscious decision like, oh snap, I'm hearing this message and it's actually resonating with me. So in high school, although I was, a kid who was just wilding out, I think I was just your regular teenage boy. But once I got out of high school and I started like, and really what ended up kind of like the tip of scale for me was my cousin, who was my best friend. He ended up getting murdered. And right after that, it was
in
like,
the streets.
Oh yeah, yep. By his own gang, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it was some situation or whatnot. But right after that, I ended up going to church myself because you start looking for answers and stuff.
Right.
And like I said, because I was growing up in a single parent household, no father figure.
Right.
This is for every man, right? You start looking
role model.
learning how to be a father in whatever avenue is familiar to you. For me, it was hip hop. So I would turn on the music videos and I would try to learn. Oh, you know what? To be a man is actually to have multiple women and multiple cars and jewelry. That's what being a man was. That's what I was watching the music videos and that's what I was learning from Jay-Z and all these other rappers and stuff.
I was just gonna ask you who you was watching.
Yeah, and so but for me, I came to a place where I was like, oh wait, nah, being a man is actually taking care of his responsibilities, you know what I'm saying? Being accountable and stuff like that. And so that transition for me was kind of the starting point in the journey, which I'm still on, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I owe it all to my mom, you know what I'm saying? The change that happened to her, and then from there kind of, segue to me. So.
He got a bar. Responsibility. These little boys are run from it, but I'm done fronting. Stop running, keep it 100. Woo! It's in your bars.
I know.
The way you rap, it's all about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You watched the battle on repeat before you came.
No, that was one.
No, that was a song. That was a song.
He gonna try to switch it. You caught me gonna switch it.
It's his.
I like that.
That's our song.
That was
you with us, man.
It's
available on our platform. So your father passed. How old were you when that happened?
12 years old.
You're 12.
12, yeah.
Can you talk about that at all?
Yeah. So, and I always try to I try to explain my best whenever I'm communicating this. Like, your father is your father, you know what I'm saying? Regardless, how many years you don't see him or whatnot. And for me, at 5 years old, he was already taken away from me. But I will say though, he wasn't a great father though. Like it wasn't.
He was taken away at five.
Yeah, when I was 5, like he got deported back to Colombia. You know what I'm saying? He was in prison. Obviously because he was wilding out. Like he was really in those cartel stuff that you were seeing in Colombia and stuff. And so for me though, I remember thinking to myself like, yo, can I really remember times where like we played catch or like, we spoke on the phone, nothing like that. It wasn't no relationship like that. But at the end of the day, it's still your father, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I was always hoping that once I got older, I built a relationship with him. I was able to visit him, all these other things. And so at 12 years old, when I ended up getting the news that he ended up passing away in prison, I remember breaking down, and it wasn't necessarily breaking down to the point where I said to myself, damn, Dad's not here no more. It was more like I got robbed of the opportunity to show him like, yo, I became a man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and not on some like, oh, told you so, but in a weird way. And I maybe this is, other people could talk about their experience with their father, but in a weird way, like it's still the man that, that you're supposed to have this connection with. You know what I'm saying? That you long for this connection. Even though I wasn't speaking to him, I wanted to make sure that one day when I got older, I was going to do everything I can to go ahead and build that bridge between us. And so, but because that was taken away from me at 12,
right.
It kind of left this hole. And that's why I said, for me, I was trying to fill it up with stupid things, you know what I'm saying? Until obviously as I got older, but yeah, at that point, 12 years old, I remember my mom walking in, letting us know she was already crying like a couple days prior, and I didn't know why. I thought she like legit. I thought something else had happened. You know what I'm saying? She was giving us every other excuse, and then one day she just pulled us aside and she told me and my brothers and sisters, and from there it was kind of just some like. For me, kind of just trying to figure out how to kind of move on, you know what I'm saying? Because even though he wasn't around, like I said, there was always still this hope that we was gonna link back up, he was gonna come back, all this other stuff. But yeah.
Did you like a life flash before your eyes? Like, whoa, reality hit you?
Yeah, bro. I remember being on the patio just like in shock, bro. I was just weeping, and you got to think about it. I'm weeping not because I'm seeing him every day or because I'm hearing his voice every day. That's a different type. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was my mother, it'd be this like different type of weep. But for me, it was just like I knew that. Like I said, he wasn't the best man. I can't even say he treated my mom right. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even that. It was literally like you just have this connection with this man who is a part, he birthed you, and you do want to at least have a conversation with him and kind of
some type of relationship.
mold a relationship as you guys get older. And I didn't get that. And so that's why, like I said, I was looking for
that void in your life growing up as an adult man.
Yeah.
Did that birth any because a lot of boys who grow up without their father in their life, they have this unidentified anger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Did you have that? like coming up,
So-
even as an adult? Like, do you ever have that?
To this day, I still struggle with it. To this day, there's certain accomplishments that I'll get. So, for instance, 3 years ago, Mike Evans awarded me one of the pillars in the Tampa Bay community. So he chooses one every year. He chooses 6 every year. 6, and you could be. I mean, I'm talking about you could be the top barber. You could be this. He had caught wind of what I was doing within the community, but also battle rap. And he found out, like, oh, and so he started watching my stuff, and then his team had reached out to me. And so this is like the first year Tom Brady's with them. So Tom Brady's at this big gala. Mike Evans throws this big gala. And I remember going up there and they did like this whole presentation for me, bro. They bring me out. I go on stage. I take a picture with them. I remember getting my award and I'm looking to the crowd. And right there, bro, it just randomly just hit me. I was like, damn. Like, I know Pops would be proud of this, you know what I'm saying? To this day, there's, like I said, whether it's like a big battle or whether it's, you know, a performance that I do or whatever aspect in life that I'm kind of like, you know, accomplishing or getting towards like a new goal, like he just pops up in my head to this day where I kind of find myself still looking for recognition from him, you know what I'm saying? But thank God though, like I said, as I transitioned into faith and, you know, and learn about who God is and how my identity is in him, I could look like I'm not fatherless, you know what I'm saying? Like I thought I was, although that there's still like a earthly father that I'm still missing and stuff. I don't have to run the drugs, you know what I'm saying? I'm not running into stupid stuff to kind of like fill that void. You know, I run a prayer and that kind of helps me out, you know, day by day, so.
Let me ask you this before we switch over. So for kids who are growing up without their father, whether they were murdered, whether they can't see him, whatever the situation is, especially young men, what advice could you give them to cope without seeing their father? For whatever reason, they can't see him.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to that young man to cope without their father? Because, just go.
So like I said, for me, like I said, the only answer, I don't know what I would have done. I don't know how I would have operated in life apart from, you know, knowing God. And so for them, I would definitely say, like, first of all, you can't know, like, who you're supposed to be. It's like, you don't know who you are until you know whose you are. And so, like, you gotta understand, like, for us, you know what I'm saying, like, you're not here by accident, you know what I'm saying? And nothing has happened just by chance. Like, understand that you were born with purpose, and there is a God who has orchestrated you to be in a specific plan, and there's certain things that are happening to mold you to become the man that you are. So where the easy route is, and this is what I'm saying, like, to be a man, right? A boy, and it doesn't matter, you could be, like I said, bro, right? There's a difference between growing up and growing up. A boy who's like, you could be a boy and you could be 33 years old. You can easily go ahead and just want to clock out and just say, you know what, I'm done doing this, and I'm gonna just start wasting my money over here, and I'm gonna start, you know, not taking care of my responsibilities over here. Like, a man's gonna step up and say, look, the situation sucks, but there are still things that I need to accomplish here. And I think that that's, unfortunately, because of just like all the different, you know, vices and different trials that we go through on a daily basis, it's so easy, you know, it's easy to get distracted. I think that unless you are putting your head down in prayer every night, bro, and really asking God, like, yo, I can't do this. Like, until you come to the end of yourself, bro, I hate the saying, like, God only helps those who help themselves. I'm like, nah, God helps those who can't help themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, when you get to the point where you're like, yo, I can't do this, and for that boy or that girl, whoever's lost their parent, I will go ahead and encourage them and be like, look, acknowledge that you feel lost. Like, acknowledge that you don't know what to do. And I promise you, that's where you'll find, like, the strength to kind of move forward. You know what I'm saying? And even like the saying, like, right, God never gives us more than we can handle. Like, nah, he does. He just won't give you more than what he can handle, which is nothing. You know what I'm saying? And so understand that, like, he's gonna, he's exactly, he's gonna, bro, he's exactly, bro, he's gonna give you, bro, it's gonna feel like you can't handle it. But as soon as those points, he's gonna be able to give you that strength little by little. Hey, here you go, and then you put one step in front of the other, right? And you wake up the next day, and you're like, oh snap, I actually made it through yesterday, right? And now it's a week, and now it's a month, and so for that little boy, that little girl, man, trust me, embrace the brokenness, embrace that, like, the darkness that is in the valley. But I promise, like, even though it's dark, that's where you see best, bro. I'm trying to tell you, that's what me. So.
That was fire. That was fire. More claps. You ain't clapping.
That's where you see best.
That was fire.
I'm trying not to spill this oil.
Or more important.
But that was, I'm gonna steal that. When you see it on Facebook, don't say nothing.
Nah, go ahead.
Don't say
Go
that.
ahead.
Brothers.
Now let me. Okay, well, you had something you want to say? Go
Yeah, for
ahead.
what it's worth to you, I feel like since you say you still struggle with that, you know, him not being present, I feel like in moments like the Mike Evans award where he just randomly popped into your head at such a pivotal moment, I feel like that's his way of telling you, I see you.
Yeah.
I see you and I'm proud of you.
That's real. Yeah.
Anytime he pops in randomly,
yeah.
that's actually, at least that's what I feel.
Nah, I feel that. I feel
I
that.
like when Ash does that.
Like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Make sure they can see you now. You're looking cute. You trying to, I see what you was trying, you know what I'm saying? All right, so look, right, let's switch some gears. You think you deserve Coty so far?
Yes.
I asked this man.
Now I'm gonna speak for him as a Floridian.
Yeah.
Okay.
He put in too much work, if I may.
Yeah. I feel like this, man. I feel like I'm the people's champ. And I say this, bro. I think it's easy to go ahead and have like the mainstream battles on the main leagues, right? And now granted, you still gotta perform, right? But when it's getting like served on a platter, you getting these legends after legends and you're getting these top tier dudes, or you're always in front of people, right? The pay-per-view. I think that's like, yeah, you're supposed to win Coty like that.
Okay.
But when you see a dude who's traveling all around the country and I'm performing the same way I would perform when I did the pay-per-view versus J2, right? The biggest battle rap weekend that
He was on his knees for the wrong reason.
you gotta think about it, bro.
That shit was fire. That was a rebuttal.
That was a rebuttal.
He said something with J2 said some shit. J2
He
fight.
said silencer sound like God answering
He
prayers.
said silencer sound like God answering prayers. His rebuttal was God ain't answering your prayers because you was on your knees for the wrong reasons. I was like,
I'm gonna say something.
Gosh.
So Loso battled, who this was that he battled?
That's fire.
No, you didn't even battle that day. Fucking Mac Myron kept saying that shit. He said something similar to that. Sound like
No, he said
God
to
answering
A-Ward.
prayers.
No, he said
he said
clip,
what J2
clip longer.
said.
No, clip longer than
the-
Jesus. Clip longer than the nap Jesus took during slavery.
Right?
Oh, that's different. That's fire though.
Yeah,
I thought you were trying to say J2
it's
stole it.
different, huh?
What he's saying is
That was different.
It's different, huh? All right.
Get him, Mike. So look, so Fred.
All right.
So this what I would say.
Go ahead.
I would say, for me, like that weekend, right? Pay-per-view, everybody watching. It's the Daylight Nitty. I leave a performance of the weekend that weekend. All the battlers, but then also I'm battling in, a random spot in Branson, Missouri, bro, that you guys don't know, against a no-name dude, and I'm giving 100% out there in front of the 30 people that might be in that room who don't get a chance to see Loso live all the time. They can't go to Gramercy or they can't go to Houston. They can't do them big events, right? So when I go to their cities, they're watching somebody that they see on YouTube all the time go over there and give 100%. And I say, that's why I'm saying on the People's Champ, bro, not only am I doing it on big stages, but I'm doing it in small circuits too, and doing it weekly. And then on top of that, I'm in 2 tournaments where I really didn't have to join these tournaments. Like I'm not trying to get no status. Like these tournaments ain't building my profile.
Right.
But what I did was I was like, oh, for the love of the sport, and also to help my boys out, Fonz and T-Top, to kind of give some notoriety to the tournament. I joined both tournaments. The second tournament, Fonz, you see more people join, right? Like Jerry West and everybody else. And so,
You think you led that?
huh?
You kind of
Showing yo,
I'm a top tier, but I'm doing
even
it.
though, because you got to think about it, the tournaments that we were doing before during Caffeine, yeah, there were big prizes at the end, right? Because you had this big budget behind it. But bro, regardless if you lost, there was no risk because you were still getting, bro. My first round, I remember I think they put $2,500 in my pocket. Whether I won or lost, whether I moved on. So every week that you were battling, you were still getting your pay on top of the potential.
See, I knew it. I told you you had a bill coming up. I know Loso. He had a bill coming up. I'm fucking with you.
So,
but that's how the determination that I feel that you had. I said this motherfucker must be going through something.
But right now I don't have that. I'm not getting paid weekly. Like you taking that investment, you just yo, let me do this. But for me, and on top of that, I'm flying myself out to these tournaments. And so when you see somebody, that's why everybody was like, oh, why Loso doing the tournament? Like they felt like, oh, and they try to clown me, they try to joke on me, but as soon as I'm walking, I'm literally walking through T-Top's tournament, I'm in the championship round, and then the first round, everybody was like, all right, but he not gonna do that against real competition. We got Jerry West for him first round.
Fon set that up.
30. And Jerry my guy. And I know that's your guy, you know what I'm saying? But
Would
here's
you
the
let
thing.
me be politically correct?
Yeah.
Stop talking to me.
Yeah,
Yo.
but you know what?
I fuck with Jerry, though. Salute Jerry.
That's two of his guys. Really, I had a battle
Yeah, he
with
beat him
Juvelli the
twice.
King.
He
Look.
beat him
I had
twice.
look, my first round, look, check this out. First round of T-Top event was an M3S3 artist, and then the Fonz tournament was
It was Juvelli, right?
Juvelli, bro.
Yeah, I
Both.
know it.
You know what
You
I'm saying?
M3S or what?
I am, but that's
He's about to have a Juvelli on it.
It's
Nigga,
still
that's our
Florida.
guy.
It's still
But I'm
Florida.
saying,
Oh, he's Florida first.
but
Florida
but
first, right?
in reality,
Florida
though, it is Florida first. But I gotta tell the truth though. Some people actually had Juvelli winning the battle.
Yeah,
There we go.
that's
Come
fine.
on.
I mean, what you want me to do, bro?
I know you can't do nothing about it.
That was 2 months ago.
Here's the thing, right? I
like 'em.
I kind of give you more credit than the other people, right? Because down here, I consider these the sharks. These the guys hungry for your position. Pause.
Yeah.
You feel me saying? They the ones, like Jay-Z said, reading the Apple Jacks and plotting on your
Yeah.
position. So I give you more credit opposed to battling guys at your tier because I feel like those guys just hanging around. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm gonna battle this.
Or he
man.
battling people who hungry, who want to take his head off.
Exactly.
yeah.
These
And
guys
that's what you're saying.
These guys are actually like, I'm gonna be that one day. I should be on smack, not him. I be in these spaces, and these guys are really hungry.
That's
and
a
you're
great
walking
point.
through that.
That's a great
Bro,
point
and
because
some
you're
of those
battling
guys-
here and you're not backing down from any competition.
Yeah,
Javelli did great,
at
Jerry
all.
West did great. You're not backing down. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, book me against whoever. I'm gonna show y'all.
And some of
I'm
those
really
guys,
like that.
And some of those guys, you gotta think about it. They're never gonna get an opportunity to battle
Right.
somebody at my tier. So now they in a tournament, like, oh, you know what? Beating Loso might actually help me more than just running through a tournament and getting 10K. Yeah, financially you're gonna be in a better spot. But beating Loso, as far as in your battle rap career, would have done wonders if you would have just beat a random dude, and then won the money. When I joined the tournament, now you kind of I added sauce to the potential for you. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I would say this. That's why I think that I'm in the Coty conversation. Now, granted, I do need to complete the objective though. I do think for me to win it, I need to win both tournaments. I do think that. Now, granted, I'm going.
So if you lose one of them tournaments, you think you're out the Coty talks?
Depends on how. Like, let's say I make it to the championship in the second one or something. Like, I don't know, but I will say though, for me, I got to run the table, and with the battles that I
you get
have,
slighted a lot though. You
Yeah,
get
yeah,
slighted a lot. A lot of people will be slacking on your accomplishments because last year, if we're gonna speak on that as well, Tay-Rod did a phenomenal job, and he's well deserved. But let's talk about the guy that battled 2 back-to-back hitters in a weekend.
Yeah.
They don't bring that up in the
I ain't gonna lie,
list.
I was
they try to
mad.
put you. What list they try to put you at? No, they try to put you number 7 on the list, right? It was disrespectful.
what for last year?
No, it was a list that
for
they
this
just
year.
dropped.
15. They tried to put
Yeah,
him
they
at
put
15.
him at 15.
Yeah. For
Yeah, that
so
was
far for this
crazy.
year. Yeah.
Come on, cut it out.
Now,
I was
listen,
mad at him with that one because I'm gonna tell you, we booked him. That was a riot. We booked him to go against Gotti.
He did great.
Yeah.
He did great. But then after that is when he took Tay-Rod. So we was like, this dude about to battle Tay-Rod. He about to give it. There's no way he about to go against Tay-Rod and then come to our event. What was it? The next weekend?
No.
In my
The next
opinion-
day.
in my-
Oh, no, it was the next day.
But see, that
We was like, yo, what
that
the?
put him
and
in
he showed up and he
that
did
put
great.
him in a different rate because people don't
He
know.
did
Like
great. He did great.
He can write fast.
That's crazy. Yeah, he does write really
You know
fast.
what I'm saying? But
He write
deliver
super fast.
the same type of material. People
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
People like to shit on you for the performances that you have versus Chef Trez or the twerk battles and stuff like that. But I'm the one in the spaces to remind the motherfucker, yeah, but y'all ain't got a B-Dot battle like that.
Yeah.
You think you lost both of those, Chef and Twerk?
No. I would say I lost the twerk. I would say I lost.
You lost the Twerk.
I will.
Hands down.
Trez. I mean, so here's the thing. The consensus is that first of all, I think that battle's just a great battle. I think that's a
Right.
fine battle.
Fire.
But the twerk one, I say that was the only battle, and it's just me being super transparent. That was probably the only battle in my career where I went into the battle feeling 100% and I lost. That was the only time. And now, granted,
That means he just beat you.
Yeah.
Right.
Now,
Because you was on 100. If you was on 100, the dude was just better.
Now, here's the thing. You could be on 100 though, and it may not translate because of whatever for some other reason. So I do think that. Remember, I took him on his return. There was like a little like delay that he took. Right, he was kind of quote unquote like messing up and choking. That's why I went in there angling him on that. But when he went up there, you got to think about they hadn't seen him in so long. So as soon as he steps on stage and he starts rapping, they didn't care about me angling about him taking deposits and his, him choking and him not showing up the bat. They didn't care about that because right now in front of their face, he's putting on a hell of a performance. So it doesn't matter about all that other stuff.
He got that effect though.
So when he walks out and they going crazy for him, I'm like, okay, cool. This is gonna be a tough, uphill battle. And so I'm up there rapping.
He's one of the
Now here's the thing. If there's certain things that I also would do differently, you know what I'm saying? I do think that I made my right in that battle. I think it was more so like I was thinking maybe like in a volume setting, like at least as far as how I was kind of structuring my stuff. I think I should have wrote more so like in a big room style, but regardless, that was the only battle that I ever went into with that. But if people want to bring those battles up for me, I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I gotta add one more. Those are only like 3 strikes they have against you, and that's the Briz battle as well.
Yeah.
But I feel that you have more, positives than negatives.
Yeah, bro. And here's the thing. Whenever you got to start nitpicking people once they start getting close to the top, because that's how you start rearranging the order, right? Hey, if you got Loso up top, now I gotta start giving you reasons as to why he's not as good as he is. I gotta start giving you reasons as to why he shouldn't be in these conversations, top tier or legend, whatever it is. And so I'm cool with that. But like I said, even when people try to knock what I'm doing right now, the number one thing that they bring up is the strength of schedule. That's what they try to do. It's like, oh, but we don't know these people that you battle in these tournaments and no diss to these guys because but like the Melo Vays or the Juvelli, stuff like that, they don't know them, right? But here's the thing, it's like. I hear y'all. No, but that's my guy though. But what I'm saying is,
say nothing for Juvelli.
Yeah, but what I'm saying though is, the strength of schedule also comes in the fact that I'm battling every week, and then sometimes twice in one weekend, and still performing. And I'm traveling. I'm getting on a plane, leaving North Carolina and going to Chicago and battling over in main event. Some
guys can only do one fucking round every 3 months.
Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm doing it at a high clip, high level, and so
clips. You wildin'.
Bro. And to me, I think when you step back and you really assess like, yo, he still has to go up there and perform and memorize, and then he's going against somebody who's been doing nothing but only prepping for him.
Right.
These guys probably been super prepped. Like I'm battling somebody, I got Cash Money in round 2 of Fonz tournament, right? A lot of people be like, yo, I don't know who he is, but he's probably been clipped.
Cash Money.
But he's probably been clipped up for about 2 months.
That's the one who.
The 992. She about to say.
He's probably been clipped up for about 2 months. I'll write for him that Wednesday, Thursday. You know what I'm saying?
It's dangerous.
And here's the thing.
Battling somebody who been looking at you for this long.
That's fine.
And then here you go like, who is he? Okay, I got him. And then he's coming there with your whole
because
life.
it's not necessarily about the length of time you get to go ahead and prep for me. It's about the mind behind it. And I just feel like when I put my mind to it, you get me 3 days. Yeah, you get me 3 days. My 3 days are gonna come out with the same material as you took for 3 months. You know what I'm saying? Or
that
even better.
shows talent. That shows another level of talent. Now I want to ask you this: not the last time you debuted, like main stage URL, Summer Madness, Gnome, that type shit was.
Yeah.
Was that my man from Houston, Scotty?
That was
the last time that I did a Gnome?
That you Gnome.
That was my first time debut was my first time. That was my first time against Scotty on Gnome. Yeah.
The Big Papa Pump line. Crazy. Classic.
So since then, a Gnome or Summer Madness?
Yeah. Have I done them?
Yeah, I'm tripping.
Yeah. I battled Jerry West on Gnome.
Jerry West, I was there for that one.
No, you didn't battle him. You beat him.
Oh yeah.
You gotta say that because
I was there. We was in the crowd. You remember that? Jerry West, he had the white and red.
Get that part.
I don't feel. I'm not gonna say I don't feel. How do you feel like you are on these big stages enough?
Nah.
That's my thing. Let me ask it that way because I was trying to figure out how I wanted to ask that. Do you feel you're on these big with your talent and everything you do? You feel like you're on the Gnomes or Summer Madness? Are you on this one this year?
The only league that I'm quote unquote not getting the big events is the URL one.
Why do you feel that is?
So
is there some behind the scenes stuff?
Nah, because bro, I get booked pretty much monthly by them, right? I do like their app joints, stuff like that. This is what I think. Unfortunately, when they do, here's the thing. At the end of the day, it's a business, right? For them, they're looking at it like, yo, we have a rotation of guys. it's like a basketball team, bro. You gotta get into that starting five. You could be on the bench, and you could probably be on the team, and I'm on the team, right? But to get in that rotation, you got to do something, or you got to start some sort of storyline. You got to either be a new guy that's doing like this rookie vet type of thing, right? Like Eunice and Chess did, or you're gonna be the constant guys that they always call, right? The T-Tops, the Twerks, the like the Tay Rocks, right? The Gotti, right? You got those. Then you got the females, right? Jazz and Hustle, who's always gonna be in rotation for them, right? Then on top of that, then you got the legends who, if they decide to get off the couch, they're automatically in the game. If Averb, if Loaded Lux, if Murder Mook, if they ever want to battle, they call them up. Hey, what's the next big event? And they're about to be on there. So think about that. That's already 7, 8 people that I just named for you. That's going to be the first phone call, and they're going to be in constant rotation. They're going to be on those cars. So I have to somehow convince and put together a resume that's like, yo, this is why I belong. And now, granted, I told Beasley, I said, yo, I think I should be on Summer Madness. You know what I'm saying? Let's try to make
this
something.
year.
Yeah. Let's try to make something work.
Who you think is a good opponent for you?
Bro, whether it's Nitty, Swamp, Ab, like I don't care. Like I got a couple joints that could be on there.
I personally would like the Swamp battle.
Yeah, I was gonna say that
Because Swamp is my cousin, you the bro.
Yeah. So I would do that. So I do agree. Now, granted, every other platform, I'm always on the main cards. You know what I'm saying? I'm always pay-per-view. I'm doing every other league. When it comes to URL though, it just, it's kind of tough to get into that rotation. And so at least definitely consistently, you know what I'm saying? You could possibly, but every other card that they do, like volumes, I've done several volumes for them. You know what I'm saying?
I like how you're very
political.
You're very logical. I'm about to say you're a very logical
that's political.
person. It felt political, but that's cool because I'm with that because I don't want to ruin my political connect. So if he were to get up here and say, nah, these niggas.
He trying to coach me on the side because he know I'm going to say something.
It's fine.
But you know what?
I speak for you.
But this is the thing though. I feel like I'm self-aware though. So like, I'm not going front and be like, yo, why you getting Lux? I put in all this work this year.
Yeah.
I know Lux is the bigger mega match for twerk. You know what I'm saying? That Mook, bringing Mook back or doing whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? I understand.
They do numbers. It has to make sense.
I'm self-aware.
Those guys, the mega powers, but you can stop after that. I'm gonna be quite honest.
Stop after what?
After those names.
Lux and Mook.
Lux and Mook.
There's no more. Are you saying there's no more? Let's not do that.
No, I'm not saying there's no more, but I'm saying like we done seen it's become redundant now. Those guys, they still, those are the mega powers.
Yeah.
Like
But you never get tired of seeing them, man.
But
I know that. That's why I said they are the mega powers. You can say those names first.
Lux.
I will say
now after that, what are you gonna say next?
Yeah. I will
There's
say
no more legends at the Lux and Mook that you don't want to see. That you don't want to see over and over.
There's no more legends. That you know what I'm saying. It's just someone we done seen. Like
yeah.
You be like that.
I will say this though. A lot of them is like, you got to think about it. They've been around for so long that they have like personal relationships with those guys too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like they have mine is like a work relationship with those guys. I'm cool with them, and me and Smack, like we done hung out just he and I like several times.
Cool ass nigga, bro.
But you got to think about it. He's been working with some of these guys like Rock, bro. Like that's like family to them. Anytime if Rock calls them and says, yo, for instance, Rock can call them tomorrow. Right after this final battle,
Rock anytime
he could call them. But here's the thing: his opponent, you have to think about. Rock has battled everybody. He can call them tomorrow. Hey, you know what? What's the next big event? Oh, you got Genesis in Houston. You doing a pay-per-view? You know what? Get me Lou Castro. Boom, Lou Castro's on the big event now. Get me. That's just the power.
He pushed the button.
Rock has put. He's the LeBron, right? He's put in so much work with those guys that they're always gonna look out for him. And rightfully so, he's gonna give 100%. But what I'm saying is like, it's not just the name itself, but it's also the rapport and the relationship. Where, like I said, it's tough for me to kind of get into that rotation, and but
that makes sense. Yeah, I do think Goods is one of those. What you about to ask me?
No, Goods is always. Remember, Goods is one.
What you about to ask me about Goods?
You talking about like he could make that phone call?
Goods can make the phone call. 1,000%.
Yeah, it just be the bag.
I'm not gonna say 1,000%.
It just be the bag. That's it.
But Goods, it'll be the opponent. Like majority of the people,
Goods can pick up. Yo, I feel like it,
I'm
and they
a
gonna make
person
it
who
happen.
want to always see Goods.
Right.
Me personally, that's one of my.
But Goods isn't gonna.
Goods,
the difference between
Calico,
yeah.
That's what I'm about to say. There's more.
Those are my. But these are my personals.
Yeah, but Mike, the difference between Goods and Tay Rock. The difference between Goods and Tay Rock, Goods not gonna call and say, let me battle Castro. Goods is only gonna call, first of all, this is my number, right? This is my number, and then Twerk. Me and Twerk, you know what I'm saying? Boom.
Somebody who making noise.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you this, right? And shout out to John. I want to give John some praise, right? John has always been solid with me since I first started my brand. Since I first started my brand, John has been super solid. Yo, I fuck with it.
Yeah.
He's done a lot of shit for the love. He pulled up to the interview for the love. He's just a solid dude.
Right.
So if people don't know, they hearing all whatever's going on with him, they thinking other shit. I'm saying it right here on my platform. John's a solid dude, right?
And one of the most slept on. I like John.
Fact. So let me ask you this, right? You did an interview on Hip Hop Is Real. Shout out to Hip Hop Is Real Knowledge, no bars. And you said that you don't mind, about the battle not dropping and all that kind of stuff, right? At this point, with you and Serious Jones, was that since you don't mind the battle not dropping?
Yeah.
Was that battle fire? I just want to know myself because I think Serious Jones is cool too. So I want to see, was that a fire battle?
Not that event. That whole event was kind of tough to kind of like. There was only a couple performances here and there. I would say Rex put on a crazy performance that night against Bad Newz. Rock was doing his numbers. You know what I'm saying? But that battle, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro. But it wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? Like Jones. Everybody was like, yo, you 30 them. But here's the thing though, what I was saying, I don't mind.
The consensus is you 30 Jones.
Yes,
okay.
30.
Okay.
But here's the thing though, I'm not saying that's the reason I don't care about the battle dropping. It's because I've had conversations with John and I know what occurred behind the scenes, and I understand that. Honestly, I don't even know if he can. I really don't. I don't even know if he technically can. Like there was
contractually.
There was a sponsor that was in place, and it was predicated off the Cassidy and John matchup. So when that matchup fell through, everything fell through. He sent out a text to all of us. You know what I'm saying, letting us know like, yo, this is a situation. John, look.
So he was transparent with everybody. So everybody who acting like they fronting it, huh?
And now here's the thing. Now the reason why people can go ahead and say online, right, and say, look, I didn't get such and such, right? I didn't get paid, I didn't do whatever. The problem is like, they're looking at it because they only spoke to one person. So they only spoke to John. So their issue is gonna be specifically with them. But for me, good.
Hold on, so let's real quick. Let's pause it real quick. We're gonna cut it out. Something wrong with the mic?
Okay. Appreciate that.
Okay.
Oh, for your stuff.
For your shit?
Okay, yeah.
Oh, that was a Jeffrey move.
Yeah.
Jeffrey, what the fuck going on? Yeah, Jeffrey, what you got going?
Oh, yeah.
All right, now, Jeff.
All right, cool. I'm gonna that, right? So for their issues, when you see people online saying like, yo, I didn't get such and such, whatever it is, you got to think about it. They don't know the behind the scenes stuff. So their conversations to booking the battle was only with John. So they didn't talk to nobody else. They didn't sign no contract with nobody else. They signed it with John and Bullpen. However, though, how it was being dealt with was there was a sponsor in place, and obviously John had this business situation set up, and it was a dope one. I'm not gonna lie, it was put in place for us to make a lot of money. Now, because of the Cassidy situation, yada yada, whatever happened.
That was the same event he was supposed to battle Cassidy?
Yeah, the same one. Now, when you see people saying that, I just personally, that's why I've never came out and said nothing. And here's the thing. If you think that your loss, now granted, as a independent contractor, because that's what battlers are.
That's what you are.
Independent, right? You just care about, yo, I performed, I should get paid. Understand that whatever loss you, quote unquote, might have took that day, I just, maybe I look at it different because John's like, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for John taking risk on me. I wouldn't be here if he wasn't getting me certain names at a young age and a young start, and he looked at me and said, Loso, give me 1 year, I'm gonna make you a household name. And he did it. Instead of me taking the PG with no ups at the time, he said, give me 1 year. Like I look at it, so I have a little bit more sympathy for that. So there's nobody who's taking more losses than John in that situation at all. Like, bro, he's taking the most financial losses. And that's why, like, for him to come back every time he has a situation, they come to him and like, yo, John, we got this bread right here. The politics as usual. Yeah, Bad Newz had that connection with the mayor. But ask every battler. John was the spokesperson for all of us behind the scenes. We do not walk out, bro. We walked out of that, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. After that event, I walked out with $30,000 in my pocket. Woo! 30,000, bro. There's certain battlers that won't make. Check this out. That's why I'm gonna get up, bro.
30
There's certain 30 bands.
That boy.
30 bands in my pocket.
That ball.
Here's the thing.
After the event.
After the event,
Front
bro.
end was something else.
Right? Here's the thing. There's no way that happens. Like the money was getting distributed, all that stuff, the way it was handled, the business was handled, the event even getting put together.
Without John.
If John did not take, bro, so put it this way, there were certain things that we had to go ahead and do. There were certain things that we had to go ahead and do to make the event happen. You had to be at certain meetings, you had to be on certain phone calls, all this stuff. John was never playing about none of that. He was there. He was making sure, like, even though when the rest of us was probably joking around too much and just thinking it's a money grab, like John made sure that this relationship did not fall through. That event happens. Everybody made hella bread. Every artist on that card and made probably the most money we made that year because of the consistent relationship that John made sure he had with the people putting it on, and then making sure that everybody, bro, after the event, it was like, okay, cool, you got your, bro, he made sure the money was wired to us, all that stuff, bro. And so
Shout out to
here's
John.
the thing, he's always like that. And so I don't expect people to understand the ins and outs, the nuances behind the scenes, right? But I do expect you guys to be like, yo, this man has a track record of putting together a league and him battling himself. He's a battler. You think he doesn't want to pay the battlers? Come on, bro. He's a battler himself. He knows there's several times where he probably didn't get his back in. You don't think he wants to get your back in? If he had it, he didn't have it. Now, granted, could there have been certain things that were done prior to avoid this situation from going on? Yes.
Who's in?
Maybe John. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that he didn't make no mistakes, and I don't know.
You're just being real. 100%,
all I'm saying is that there was an unfortunate situation that did not go down, and when that situation occurred, it was easy to point the blame to John because he's the face. He's the only face. Y'all don't know who put the bread up. Y'all don't know who came and put this TV deal that we was gonna. None of y'all don't know. I don't even know the dude, and it wasn't just that.
Supposed to be on TV,
bro. There was like a situation that happened after.
Remember he spoke to it up here.
Yeah, and here's the thing, and that wasn't just the only situation. There was another situation, I'll say this too, with Mr. Fab. You know what I'm saying? When we was out in Oakland. Like,
what happened with this? So you got some clarity on that too?
So
John get a lot of like stain put on him.
But it's easy to
other people ain't coming forward like,
Fred,
yo, this is what happened.
Exactly, because Fred, you got to think about it. He's not the type, John's not going to get on here and throw X, Y, and Z under the bus.
He got to do that.
But
because people are putting John to blame for a lot of stuff. And I don't care if I know he's smooth, he moved a certain way. It make it seem like something that it's probably not. Because a lot of people ain't hesitating, right, to say John.
People don't care. People don't care.
And he maybe he's so player, he's so P. He like, yo, smart. I ain't. What I always say. Elephants don't swat at flies. Like maybe he on some shit like that.
Yeah.
But he's such a solid, because from what I know, like I said, he's solid. He do solid shit. He do G shit. So he maybe like don't want to stomp on some shit that need to be stomped on. I think right now John got to start stomping on shit.
No,
because they trying to make it seem like especially from what you saying.
You can't contradict yourself because you don't do that.
What you mean?
You don't do that a lot.
I contradict a lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't tell him to stomp on some shit and you don't do it. He's doing the right thing. He's keeping business relationships cordial. It's a lot of shit. He possibly is stomping on shit behind the scenes.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You saying I don't like to stomp on the political connects because of this and that.
Yeah. So John is doing this.
But if it came to a point where people like, yo, Fred be fucking up, and I know for sure, I gave this dude 30,000.
You still gotta keep your composure.
And he in the camera talking crazy.
As a businessman, you gotta keep your composure.
But I will say this though.
Not checkers. You gotta write what the slogan is. Men make moves, suckers do what? All right.
I can see that too.
But I understand, Fred.
And my brother, if you're right, I'm gonna tell you you're right. You know what I'm saying? Don't get cocky, relax.
You got
Fred, I understand what you're saying too, right? You do want John to say it, but at the end of the day, who would really care though? If John came up there and was like, "Look,
niggas would care."
I don't.
People would care, bro, because they care too much about it being with the other shit.
I get what Loso saying.
They highlighting the stupid shit.
They not
because listen, if we look at John,
they gonna look at excuses. And here's the thing: they gonna hear
he
about.
done so much though. For the culture already.
It's not about that.
Sometimes they don't care.
It's like resume. So what? Resume don't matter unless it's
I get what he said, but we don't watch in this culture. We don't watch motherfuckers hop to the next. They don't care. Yo, you fucked up the bag. I'm going to the next. We done had guests up here. If you literally listen to him, yeah, he paid me, but he fucked up that one time, so I had to go to the next bag. Keyshawn.
And look, and so I will say this too. And look, and I want to say this.
I agree with that.
Look, and I want to say this too. Like I said, the people who are upset, like, cool. You know, I don't really blame you because like you only know half the information, and because of me, right, I'm privy to a lot more because I'm on the phone with John.
That's your boy.
Yeah, and he's venting to me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm hearing this out, and we talking about. And here's the thing: me and John done had disagreements prior to Endgame. Let me tell you something. Prior to Endgame, we got into an argument. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say this because we brothers, right?
Right.
I wasn't supposed to battle Serious Jones. And so
Who you supposed to battle?
it was supposed to be Rum Nitty. It was supposed to be Rum Nitty's Endgame. Now, granted, if you asked me, here's the thing: if you asked me,
I love that one.
if you would have said Loso, who's your Endgame battle, I would have told you. If I could choose, right, K-Shine or Hitman Holla. That's what I would have said, right?
You versus K-Shine would be
that'd be mine, right? But here's the thing: it was supposed to be Nitty, which would have been fire, right? Now here's the thing: Nitty ends up taking, I think, another battle like the week before. He couldn't do that battle. He couldn't do the battle. So John comes by, and I'm gonna tell you exactly how it went down, right? And we got into a little exchange or whatnot, argument, but afterwards we spoke about it, and I understood we both understood each other's side. And so we're in the group chat, and he says, "All right, guys, I got the flyers or whatnot." Like right before he drops fly, he goes, "Loso, Nitty couldn't do the battle, man." I said, "Damn," and he goes, "Yeah, but he goes to flyers." And so then he drops the flyers. He drops, Newz and T-Rex, Clone, Tay-Rock, him and Cassie in the group chat, and he drops me and Serious Jones. And I said, "Serious Jones?" And he was like, "Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I already talked to him and stuff like that." I was like, so I wrote him and I said, "Yo, when did I ever agree to Serious Jones?" I literally wrote him that. And he responds and he says, "You didn't. But if you don't want to do that, you could go watch it from the middle of the crowd." Like he said, you could watch the event from the crowd. Right?
Yeah,
Now,
that's gangster. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I say,
brothers don't do that.
Respect to the
But then I told,
type shit.
but then I told
Brothers don't
John,
do
I
that.
said, then I told John, "Yo, when I get to Atlanta, I'm slapping you." No, I'm joking. I ain't saying that. No, but here's the thing.
I was about to say, I knew we should have had a Don DeMarco.
No. But then I'm like, yo, nah, I'm being serious. You know what I'm saying? So me and John started going back and forth. He said some slick stuff. I said, so, but the problem is that right afterwards.
So yeah, he said some slick stuff. I heard
So
that
right
was
after
lowercase,
that though,
so
we end
some
up
shit
moved to the side. So right after that though, we going back and forth. But here's the thing though. Then I speak to him, and granted, this was only in the text message, right? So I'm telling you what we went. When we end up speaking, I end up, he ended up apologizing, and I end up telling him like, "Yo, I was just asking a question because why are you even putting me on a flyer with Serious Jones when you didn't even ask me? I'm not even mad." So I mean, granted, Jones battle, I wasn't excited about it, but you just put me on. Who does that?
I do understand
and
that.
he's like, and he was just explaining. He says, "Look, my frustration came from me having to throw this event, doing everything. I'm running around.
A lot of pressure."
So that was like a reflex when he responded to that. Like, yo, I'm getting you on the card. I'm trying to get you paid, and I got you this. I got you this opponent. Why you? He took it as like, yo, why are you complaining? Type of thing.
Right.
Where but like I said, that you get that little picture between me and John, where it was like, not everything is all. Everything ain't just all handshakes and all love all the time.
I see
Like
what you're saying.
we bumped heads too, but I'm on the phone with this guy, so hearing him afterwards and like him venting to me about certain situations and how his name just getting drugged through the mud because of this situation. And you got to think about it. It's only a dude who, whenever you throw an event, ask anybody who's throwing an event.
Yeah.
How much you think you recouping?
Oh yeah, me for sure.
How much you think you really recouping?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You be in the red
throwing it-
sometimes. Sometimes you throw in the event and it gets a little close and you're like, okay, we just read. Let's try to get the door. Let's try to get the door. Let's try and get the
and
merch.
Fred, you're happy if you even break
I talk
even.
about this all the time.
You're happy if you break even off an event.
I talk about this all the time.
That goes unless you're a powerhouse, right? Unless you're a powerhouse. We're talking about anywhere from Don Marino with Art of War to Bullpen to whoever. You'll be lucky to break even. And so for John, he's like, "Yo, what do y'all think? I'm walking out with 20K in my pocket and y'all not getting paid? Nah, I'm hurting now too off this event that I thought it was going." And then here's the thing: no one's gonna be complaining to y'all after the event. No one's complaining to y'all because battles, because battles are getting canceled. No one's complaining to y'all because the VOD or the mics. Like, it's gonna fall on me. And now I'm having to hear it from y'all because of yada or whatever it is.
Right.
Like I said, we're independent contractors, so I understand. Yo, I'm coming to do a job. I'm here to get paid, but understand, like, if you're one of the fans or these bloggers making these, like, hot takes about John and how he's just a bad person because XYZ. I was like, bro, the reason why he's not even entertaining it, bro, is like we said, Mike, like, yo, what for? Like, he's gonna go up there and do that. Y'all gonna form your own ideas and your own theories about why certain things went down. And he's just gonna be like, you know what, man, forget that. I'm walking away from it. And he told me that. He said, yo,
a lot of big names I'm close with is like that. I tell them like, yo, why don't you too big to entertain this? But I think for me, like when I see a solid person who I've done solid business with, when I see people just constantly like, oh, he did that too. Let me get some too, and just start throwing dirt on this. For me, it bothered me just a little bit. But let me ask you this, right? The 4 Horsemen, I've been seeing a little more activity and
from just two of y'all, from you and A-Word. It seems like it's more of the camaraderie. Y'all always there for each other, whatever the situation is. Is that still a thing, or like, or if it's not, like, what's going on?
Nah, it is. But
okay, so what's up with that?
So I would tell people like, the 4 Horsemen is not writer's block. We're not a battle rap group. We are a group that do other things as well. So if you don't see all 4 members active in the battle rap circuit, you will see us, if you follow us personally, you'll see us doing spoken word tours together. You see us traveling, I'm talking about to Ireland and London and doing stuff like that. You see us doing, we're teaming up with this flag football league out in Tampa, Florida. You know what I'm saying?
Doing shit outside of battle rap.
Yeah, and so my thing's like music. Like there's people who contact us for features, all 4 of us. You know what I'm saying? So we're the Horsemen like that. And so granted, unfortunately, you know, sometimes you hot and sometimes you cold in battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Like right now,
who's the number 1 horseman?
And what? Of course, I'm always gonna say me. You know what I'm saying?
He said, and what? To download his answer. He really knew what the answer was.
No.
Shorty, like, where you been at?
Yeah, but
I've been in. Like, what you mean? He knew what the fuck.
Let me finish this part. Sometimes you hot, sometimes you cold. Right now, my phone ringing. You know what I'm saying? My phone ringing. A-Ward phone ringing. Here's the thing. I'll be real. But Saga and Street Hymns will tell you. Saga, like Street Hymns, he don't market himself like that in the battle rap arena. He does get the itch to go ahead and write like that, but
they both fired, but he's saying they cold.
Saga, unfortunately, he'll tell you straight up. He's like, yo, they just not calling right now, and that happens sometimes.
But he's making fire music.
Yeah, and so he's still acting on stuff.
Let's not.
He is on the T-Top card.
His music is dope. Saga makes great,
and he is on
music.
the T-Top.
I think I booked him for the M3S3 tournament. I booked Saga for music. He came in, he performed at one of the tournaments.
The first one.
Because Timberland gave him the nod of approval on that the Uber song. I love that song.
Saga. So it is a thing. You're saying it is a thing. But it just ain't battle rap.
Well, and bro, and we
always be a thing.
And we not just a group that's just on Twitter. Like I'm talking about, like we have a group chat that we hold each other accountable with, and we talk on a daily. Like I mean, we always getting on phone calls, checking on this person to do this, whatever it is, and then
y'all like family.
Yeah, even if we try, you got to think about it. We in Texas, Kansas City, Tampa, and New York. So if we all like, it's tough for us to get up, but whenever we can, it's all love. And so.
Is Oops supposed to be? Is Oops
now? Oops part of y'all? You know he's not bad. Nah, and so that was just a battle rap edition. That was a battle rap edition. We don't speak to Oops like that.
Why? What happened with Oops?
I mean, he's just doing his own thing. That's it.
He was losing back to back.
He was what?
Was that what it was?
He was losing.
He was losing. Y'all was like, yo, bro, we don't do L's over here,
bro. Oops always
nigga had that.
Yeah.
Hey, my G. We don't really do L's.
I met him in Chicago. He's a real cool dude, though.
I fuck with Oops.
Bro. And when he was doing, when he was doing like the activist stuff, and especially around the Black Lives Matter movement, stuff like that, we was like, yo, that's somebody we get behind, because Paul's like, he was just somebody who was just always in the forefront and had a positive message as well, and he was a good friend of us. So when he got added, that's how it was. It was like, yo, he's part of this battle rap group, but we don't get to talk to him that often. But I still got him on social media. Still check up on him here and there, and stuff like that. So that's still family.
You always look out, and from what the culture, what we hear, like is you and like A-Ward too, like y'all reach out to people outside of what's the drama or what's going on. Y'all actually check on people.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, when I interviewed Bad Newz, he did mention you and A-Ward when he got shot, reached out to him and things like that. Do you still keep in contact with him?
I'm gonna be honest, bro, and it kind of hurts me, but I haven't spoke to Bad Newz in probably since all this situation happened. Yeah.
Because what?
Did the snitching thing hurt?
Because no, you ain't really big on snitching, or are you?
What you mean?
Like it's snitching, like you
not
don't live by the
other
streets.
Christians,
Huh?
them sucker Christians. He's not one of those. He tell you that.
No, that's not. So,
So snitch. So okay, so
I wasn't.
you
I'm
don't
not
fuck with
saying.
snitching.
I'm
You
not
wanna
saying
take-
that. I'm
take
not
time.
saying. Look, I'm not saying I don't talk to Bad News. I'm saying Bad News has not spoke to me, and Bad News has also. And I've reached out to Bad News several times. You know what I'm
Okay, but he
saying?
ain't hit you back.
And he hasn't hit me back, and I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. I'm being real right now in this interview. You know what I'm
fuck
saying?
with it.
This is somebody who is probably my best friend within the culture, and so
Bad News?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, y'all was close like that?
That's why when he told you, like, you got to think about it. The GoFund, that was me. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, now A Ward sits to me too, but I'm talking about the reason why is because of the relationship I had with Bad News. Like, we hated each other when I first came into battle rap. We hated each other.
Why?
We was just the opposites. We was in bullpen, both coming up at the same time. So after our battle, that's when we became cool. And he was my brother. If you ask Bad News, me and him, like, we were on the phone. So when Bad News gets shot, bro, I was on the phone with him 24/7, bro. I mean, he's calling me in the hospital, and I'm just on the phone with him, praying with him, because he couldn't even, bro, he was in so much pain, like, to even just take a piss, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was, like, throughout that situation, like, we were just cool. And then whenever we went out, like, we was just side by side. You know what I'm saying? Like, I told you, when I had that one altercation, or not altercation, when, some people try to, like, just question me at an event one time. Bad News was right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's how it always was with he and I. Like, we was just, like, inseparable, bro. We was on the phone. I was talking to him more than the Horseman. But I just think that, throughout, when all this stuff came out, I texted him right away. I was like, yo, I love you, bro. Like, call me ASAP. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to talk to you about what's this and what's that. I just want to make sure you're good.
Okay.
And this is somebody who I will always spar with and stuff like that, yada yada. But I had none of my messages have gotten returned. You know what I'm saying? None of my phone calls have gotten returned. And I don't know.
Not-
Like I
might
said,
be
that's
in a different lane right now.
It's not really strange. It's just
in a different lane, probably.
It's a different headspace because
I mean, he mentioned you on Fred's.
He did.
In positive light.
Yeah. And it should. I mean, he knows, but he knows me, and he knows it's always been, and it's still love with him too. But I would say this: I hear you about what you're saying. It's like, yo, you're going through something. But here's the thing: when I hear that other people have been able to get in contact with you, and other people have spoken to you, that's why for me it's just
Yeah, it's
like,
different now.
yo, all I'm
Thought
saying
we
is
was
just, all
better
I'm
type
saying is just for me, like, you gotta understand, like.
But do you feel like he can? Because he can probably fabricate to them people, and you know him. Like, he can't fake the funk with you.
Somebody try to say that. That's actually good.
That's
that you said
real,
that, because
because
somebody
if you-
did
What you
say
mean?
that.
Wait, I don't
Because
understand that.
if I'm going through something, right, I possibly won't pick up for Fred because I can't bullshit him. Somebody else who just calling me, like, for instance, with the situation that just occurred and happened. I talk to you, but I don't talk to everybody else.
Yeah.
What I gave to you, I didn't give to everybody else.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I might get them some bullshit.
Yeah.
But with my people that I know, hey, it's
You
eating
gotta
at
be
my
real.
conscience. I gotta tell you the truth.
Right,
You
you gotta-
feel what I'm
you gotta be
saying?
real with
So
you.
it just
You're not
take
ready
time
to
and
be
shit
real.
like that.
Well, here's the thing though. If that is the case, I would just be disappointed because I think you know me better than that. And you know what
Right,
type of
yeah.
man I am. You know what type of friend I am. I've never been the type to correct somebody with a finger pointed at them.
Well, yeah,
my
it
correction
ain't got nothing to do
my
with,
correction,
like,
my correction
how
is
you-
my correction is with an arm around your shoulder. Let's walk together through this.
But it takes his acknowledgement though as a man.
But that's why
fire.
I said though, for me,
Right.
if that is the case,
Come here.
if he feels like, yo, I can't, and which I don't think is the case, but let's say that was, I will personally be disappointed because I think I've already built a relationship where you know for a fact, bro, it's a no judgment free zone, bro. I'm not asking for nothing for you. I just wanna be there for you. I just wanna talk to you. I want you to just, bro, I don't have to say nothing. Just vent to me. Tell me that, yo, you so pissed off at the trolls and your comments, and because I see it too, bro. And if I see it, I know you see it, and I know it's pissing you off. And but I'm hurt because I love you, and I know how much this whole situation is pissing you off, and I just want to be there for you because you're my brother. You know what I'm saying? So if I don't, you got to think about it. If I can't get in contact with you, or people who know how close you and I were, and they like, yo, have you spoke to Newz? And I'm like, nah, I actually haven't. You know what I'm saying? But like, so if that is the case, I would be hurt because, bro, you know me better than that. You know for a fact, and Newz know firsthand, bro. Like, bro, if I'm down to my last, if I got $100 and Newz got $1, we got $101. We got $101. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother, bro.
That's a real
and
friend.
So
that's a real friend.
And that's how it's always been. You know what I'm saying? But with this situation, don't get me wrong. Whenever something crazy like that like hits the internet, you're a public figure, you know what I'm saying? And he having to deal with all these trolls. I understand that, but bro, I'm not trying to get on the phone and ask you, you know, what happened here and what happened there, or what did this person say? Nothing like that, bro. Bro, how's your daughter, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like I haven't spoken to my little niece in forever. Like, bro, like what, like let me tell you what's going on in my life. You know what I'm saying? Yo, let's get on
that shit just eat.
I know, but it's still love though. It's still love, and I hope he hears it from here. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, like I said, I don't try to reach out in public.
This
It's good.
But this is a form of,
and this isn't me. But you see, but I'm not saying nothing here to throw him under the bus that he's being a bad. I'm just saying I know how, bro. Even for bro, if I lose a battle, bro, I want to get off the internet because the trolls be crazy. So I can only imagine something to that dynamic, right? Where he can't even open up his Instagram because he can't even make a new post because right under the post they go, oh, look who it, yada yada. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I know that, but what I'm saying is
like Piper Boy, Bad News,
yeah, that's my, bro. At the end of the day, bro, like you know. I like I miss my brother, you know what I'm saying? I miss my brother, and that's just what it is. So, but yeah, no, I haven't spoken to him about the situation or his situation, but you know, I'm always praying for him, and that's my brother to this day. I'm always gonna defend him. Yeah.
Check this out, right? I want to know your views on what's going on currently with Danny Myers, and you know they saying like a lot of ghostwriting happens in battle rap. Do you know for you? Have you, or are you a privy of ghostwriting happening in battle rap? Have you ever ghostwritten for somebody?
Nah, I've never. Okay. Nah.
So how do you feel about it?
I would say this. I mean, battle rap. Obviously, I just feel like you shouldn't do that. Like this isn't like whether it's if it's music, yeah, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's fine in music, but not in battle rap.
You shouldn't, right?
What's the difference though?
They say battle rap's the purest form.
I would say
what is the difference?
Because you're specific. You got to think about it.
That's talent.
You are specifically.
It's not. I want to hear what is the difference if I'm ghostwriting for music and for battle rap. What is the difference?
So when you're ghostwriting, well, I wouldn't even call it. I don't even like saying ghostwriting for music. I would just say you're songwriting. That's just what it is. Like that is a job, right? That is a. You are writing a song, and you yourself are not a performer. You yourself are not this, that, and the third. But hey, you know what? I'm creating this art, and I want to go ahead and deliver. And I want Justin Bieber to put his vocals on. He sounds better than me. He does it. Yada yada. Boom. Now here's the thing. The reason why that's acceptable, right, is because, it takes a group of people to put together a great album. There's several people on there. Songwriters are coming together. That's why I wouldn't really call it ghostwriting. Now, granted, there are ghostwriters as far as like verses, right? We know like Jadakiss wrote, P. Diddy's verse on All About the Benjamins. Like I understand something like that. But in battle rap though, but nobody's really looking at P. Diddy though. Nobody's looking at P. Diddy like, oh, yeah, you're supposed to go ahead and kill this verse. Nah, we know who you are and we know what you're not. Now, granted, that's why it's such a big deal for somebody like Drake, who we know can rap. And so when we hear records, think about it. No one's really mad because he had help writing, One Dance or Hotline Bling. No one's mad about that.
Because that's that type of record.
But if you telling me, if I find, and we haven't though, but like if we find a demo of somebody who did the pre-recording to 5 a.m. in Toronto, now I'm gonna be pissed.
but still,
I'm gonna be mad.
You still gotta question it though, because
that's my logic.
Because if you're a writer, period, you shouldn't need this.
Nah, that's not the case.
No, I don't give a damn.
He's gonna always be.
If you're writing a song to me.
And he done.
That's just a basic song.
Chorus, all this.
It comes to rapping as
making
well.
somebody dance.
So how can I give him an excuse for the song, but not the rap?
Some people can sing, but they can't write.
Some of them songs he just harmonize.
But here's the thing. Even Drake.
But Drake can do all of it. Somebody has to write.
Hey, but Mike, Drake can do all of that.
It's easier than rapping.
No. But Mike,
you gotta have the lyrics to do it.
Yeah.
Harmonizing is easier than rapping, bro.
But what are you harmonizing?
No, but wait.
You can harmonize regular words.
Wait, not necessarily
the regular
true.
words.
That's not
has
true.
to come from somebody who know how
what
to say.
Wait, Mike. That's not true.
Simple. Yes, it is.
Mike, that's not true.
The hook may be the hardest part.
That's what I'm about to tell you.
Simple.
Mike,
you gotta have
that's not true. A rapper, for me, it's always you might think the hook is easier because you only saying a couple of words and you just saying it twice and you get to repeat it 3 times in a song. But a 16-bar verse for me is always gonna be easier
Than the hook.
because I'm a rapper. That's what I do. Now here's the thing: Drake can do it all, right? Drake has done it all, and he's also done it for other people.
Right.
But what I'm saying, like songwriting, that's just acceptable because we're coming together and we're making this song. We're doing this. Now here's the thing in battle rap. It is like boxing, bro. It is you versus
boxing.
the other individual once you get into the ring, right? That's what it is. Now
You shouldn't have said boxing.
It's a battle.
it's like
Let me tell you why you shouldn't say boxing. Do you not get taught how to throw a jab?
do what?
Do you not get taught how to throw a jab?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is someone on the outside telling you that, hey, he drops his left hand?
Yeah.
Do you go in that ring and know that he drops his left hand?
Yes.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
What you mean you don't know?
Wait,
You
wait,
still study game tapes and all of that.
Yeah.
Fighters, fighters sometimes don't have no chance to watch somebody. It's the trainer that watch the person. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Okay, that's fine.
Okay then.
Okay.
So like, it's okay to get. I feel like if
But the trainer not in there holding his wrist.
You know what I
and
do?
doing this.
Hey, no. But wait.
Let's go
Can I
battle
say
rap.
something?
Let's-
Wait, before you say
go in
something,
the ring and do it.
Let's go
Hold
battle
on.
rap. Because
Wait,
I'm
Mike.
gonna give him his own medicine.
Okay, wait. Let me respond to what you just said. So I will say this: there are times, Mike. I'm gonna be real.
Don't say
I don't.
it.
You're right. No.
What you about to say?
Be quiet. Be
I don't
quiet.
have time.
Your manager,
I agree with
advise you not to say what you
No. What I'm about to say. No, I'm about to say it. There's times, Mike. Look, he's like, look.
Don't do it, no.
You're not letting me.
fuck with you, man.
You don't know what I'm about to say.
I got another question.
You know what I'm saying? Wait.
Let him say it.
Look, this is what I'm saying.
You
Like,
gotta melt your
there's
career.
times where you're right. Just like the boxer can't watch game tape, I don't have time to watch game tape. So you know what I do? Let's say Don Marino's like this. Yo, Loso. Look, Loso.
Go ahead.
This is what I say.
Go ahead.
Yo, Loso, I want you to battle Melo Vey. And I'm like, who is that? He's like, bro, he's a dude from Cincinnati.
All he do is rap about what?
All he do is rap about money. He rap about money. He's in a group called Bad
feeding
Guys.
information.
Boom. And then I'm like, okay, bet. I write that down and I said, all right, bet. I'm not watching this dude. I'm about to battle him in 3 days. I'm not watching this stuff. That's all I need. Now I get to flip whatever and just talk to him.
That's fine.
Now let's bring it back.
That's dope.
Hold on.
But there's nothing wrong. That's what I'm saying.
I'm about to be so mad at you
are
right
battle
now.
rappers. Let's have this conversation, right? I'm battling somebody. I say, Loso, listen to my round. And you say, Mike, I wouldn't say pick up the pistol and shoot it. I would say pick up the pistol, cock it back, then shoot it.
Okay.
I think that's okay.
A lot of people feel like that's ghostwriting.
That ain't
A
ghostwriting.
lot of people feel that way.
That's not
A lot of
ghostwriting, yo.
people, I done got
I already gave you the idea,
I
and
tell
you
what,
helping me polish it.
I tell you what.
It's coaching.
When you came in the space,
coaching.
hold on. When you came in the space the other day, that's what I was cussing and fussing about.
This? Oh yeah, I took the glasses off because I got to see what
When
the
you
fuck
came
going
into the
on right
space,
here.
that's what I was cussing and fussing about.
Yeah, you
I would say that's helping.
Somebody
but I
said
wouldn't use the word
they
ghostwriting.
gave me a bar.
Giving a bar is different than you having it
Some
and they
people-
saying do this.
The bar.
I feel like ghostwriting is writing the whole thing out. You get what I'm saying?
which
And
is
say,
what we're talking
say this.
about.
Like what Danny did for Miss Hustle, that was obviously ghostwriting.
So was that confirmed? So Danny did do that for Miss Hustle?
But it
Yeah,
was
no, he
confirmed.
did, but she didn't use it.
But she didn't use.
But she didn't.
She didn't use it bar for bar. He wrote a whole round, and she took 2 or 3 of those.
What it sounded like when he wrote it?
And she took 2 or 3 of
He
those.
said, what was it?
Like,
So I will say. So look, back to answer your question, I will say, obviously,
You don't fuck with ghostwriting.
Nah, and even for the Danny situation, bro. I mean, Danny's my brother. I would say,
Fuck with Danny.
first of all, Danny, it was dumb giving your information to this man.
That was
right. That
crazy.
he was able. It was weird for that man to
Danny's
even be
email.
even if that man had your information. Why is he searching through your emails? That was weird to him. You
That
know
was
what I'm saying?
very weird.
That was weird. Like even
I
if
don't
you
even
had
know who
it-
that guy is.
goofy.
I could understand now. No, I don't understand this, but this is what I'm
he's
saying.
goofy.
This is what I'm saying. I don't understand this part. When he was, I guess supposedly he was even like using. I think Danny said that he was using his like Instagram to like highlight chicks or whatnot.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But here's the thing.
Because like at the end of the day, who clapping? You putting in all the work on here. Hey, yo, you know what I'm saying? Da, da, da. And now it's game time. Hey, you in the same city. Hey, yo, Danny, you got to hit this because I put in the work already. I already put the work. You got to clap. What?
But so here's the thing. So that was crazy. But then going through the emails is kind of weird. But then obviously when they find out, I think the way that Danny, you got to think about Danny was trying to do damage control, bro. Like
He was.
everything was hitting the air, so he's saying the wrong things, and then he's saying, he's speaking too fast. He's speaking too soon. So then people are catching up, putting him in a corner. Then he's adding more people like newborn and official to the story. Like, so that's why I look bad on Danny's part. Where I think Danny should have just. He shouldn't have said nothing. He really should have just the 72 hours.
Elephants don't swat at flies. This applies to this. This do apply to this situation. Elephants don't swat at flies.
Yeah.
You got Danny Myers, who I respect a lot, and I've done work with him and everything. I don't even know who the dude is who doing all this. Like it should. That should have been nothing. I would have let people talk about that.
Yeah.
Now, when it came up, this big name is involved, and it's the same situation. Maybe talk about it, but I do not know.
Not even.
Sometimes not even. Yeah.
Once the email came out, right, that you wrote this official round for Hustle, you should have just stayed quiet. Because think about it, it wasn't used, right? And it was, but when you start defending as to why you did it, even though everybody's hitting you up, Danny, bro, this is 10 years ago. Like why are you entertaining? This dude breached your
this is a 10
and then there's three things.
Shit.
That's old.
Bro,
then there's three things. There's three things, right?
Ago.
Anybody I manage or deal with, there's three things when it comes to that.
Oh my God, Danny.
Talk about it in a battle. Again, that's a booking. That's a booking. You have a YouTube channel, talk about it on your YouTube channel.
Yep.
Which they told him.
Again, there's bread.
Told him to.
Yeah.
Number 3, go get booked on a podcast.
Yep.
Talk about it.
Yeah.
That's the only time I swatted a fly.
So why you ain't call Danny?
Excuse me?
Why you ain't call Danny to come up here and talk about it?
Beg your pardon?
See what I'm saying?
But if I'm Danny though, and now it's kind of settled down. But if I was Danny, I'd be like, yo, $700, $800 if you want me to get on your podcast. You
Come
know what I'm
here.
saying? Like,
Yeah,
bro,
come here.
you want to talk about
Slow
this?
down, because we said come on this podcast. we see you talking too fast. I told you about that.
But that's the case. So it was an unfortunate situation. It was a weird situation, and I just think with Danny, he was trying his best to do damage control, but unfortunately, it got out of hand, and it was what it was. So
Loso's battle rap Mount Rushmore. I know before you said something about I think Surf, Hitman, Mook. Who your
Lux?
Okay, so
I would say those 4.
That's it right there. Surf,
For mine, for mine.
Hitman.
Yeah, Mook, Lux,
and Lux.
Surf, Hitman. Yeah.
Everybody got Hitman in
A
there.
lot of people be sliding DNA in there that we've interviewed.
Yeah, that's
though.
facts.
Now Loso, I want you to be real now. You ready? Because
Hitman
you've been keeping it real the whole time. How much drink you got left?
Bro, I thought we was taking it.
Oh, that was it? What you mean? I've been pouring Mike all the time. Come here. Because you got to answer this the right way now.
I thought it was a shot.
No, it's
So Hitman really in your Mount Rushmore?
Who?
Hitman.
What do you mean? Is he what?
in your Mount Rushmore.
I just said Hitman, yeah.
Is he really?
Did I stutter?
What you mean, really?
Right?
Yes.
smart
Hitman is The Rock. Hitman is The Rock.
I just be asking.
And Surf is Stone Cold.
The Rock and rap.
You can't deny what Hitman has done, though. For real. Okay, did you hit the shot already?
Oh, my bad.
Okay, guess what? Hit the shot because I got something.
Don't drink the whole thing. Now you got
Be careful.
Let him do what he want to do. It's a grown ass man.
Segue.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, come on.
careful.
He got 3
The first
buttons
time I
open,
thought it
chain
was-
showing, tattoo. He got to answer this like a man.
Okay.
Change show.
Battle rap, Mount Rushmore, trash.
Oh my God.
Trash.
You see these names, you're like, yo, dude hurt, man. Dude whack. 4. Everybody answer this question, so you can't not
There's
answer.
no way.
What you
There's
mean?
no way. People said what? Like
People gave the
all-time?
name.
Thought the 4 worst
Who the wackest battle rapper?
Give me somebody who put somebody on the list.
No, because you got to go
Exactly.
and I'll tell you. I swear to God, you can watch it.
No one.
It's happened.
We
There's no
asked
way.
this
Yes,
question.
we did.
I
There's no way
promise
there's no way
you.
you had a battle up here and he
Yes.
put 4 people on that list.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
you did. Swamp did it.
Absolutely.
Verb did it.
Swamp, Verb, J Moore,
They put
everybody. 4 people they felt was hurt. Who hurt, bro?
Hurt.
4. Hurt means whack,
Okay.
injured, whatever you want, how you want to call it. They can't play.
bro, and it's gonna kill. It's gonna.
No, so you real.
Did they
Let's
get
do it.
backlash for theirs?
I
No.
don't know what last they got. Let's go.
They probably.
All right, so that I just.
a couple phone calls.
Now this has nothing to do with personality, bro.
This ain't
It's
logical. This is what you see. How you
nothing.
feel. If this, if you
But-
see this, you on YouTube. So oh, that's dead. I ain't watching that
Man.
one. Come on.
And
Try
I
to
guess
be
they
as
have to be
politically
like
correct
they
as
have to
we
be like a
can.
famous battler too.
Yes.
Not
Whoever
really.
your opinion, whoever you think.
Man, battle rap trash.
You know it's easy. You try to be political. Who whack, bro? Who is whack? That's the easiest question to ask.
You know what's so bad is that like there's whack battlers, but there's great people. So I'm I got friendships with them, and I'm like, damn, I want to call this dude whack, but I was like,
The best friendship is the honest one.
But I was like, yo, that's my boy.
If Mike whack, I'm like, yo, you whack, but I'm with you.
Nah,
come on.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that though.
Well, no, that's real.
That's the only way you get
You
better.
whack, but I fuck with you. That's real shit.
That's not.
Now, what Spank is, bro, you a genius. I never thought of that. 1 plus 1 is actually 2? Come on,
That's
bro.
different. That's different.
No, it's not. That's insanity. You ain't insane.
You think all these new guys is fire? Like
He's trying to make you say new guy. I want you to say, cause you know who whack, bro.
But trash is a crazy.
It's an ugly word, right?
Trash is crazy.
Who's not that
needs some
good?
work?
Who's not that?
Let's let him get out of here. No, not trash. Whack. Top 4
That's
whack.
just as bad.
No, don't say just because he said he tried to make it like they differences. So let's give him whack.
Who needs a little work? Who needs a little polishing?
Who's trash?
Yeah, who gotta get out of
right?
here? Take the shades off.
Man,
Take the shades off.
I really, bro. I really don't.
Man,
Don't
stop.
do that!
Low,
Loso, bro.
I don't think nobody. I really don't.
Everybody talented. Everybody say everybody
I
got
would
talent.
say-
Everybody got potential.
See, this is why
Give me
there's
the
people-
potential talk.
There's people who's not as good as certain people.
Just
but-
say
He
so.
just
Who
said
are those
there
people?
is
You a teacher,
somebody,
man.
but that
That's that teacher
it's-
shit, bro. You ain't there yet.
Who not
Come
good?
on, you can do a little.
Who are those people?
No, bro. Don't give everybody a first place
my
medal.
gosh.
You can't do
No,
that.
I'm not giving them a first place medal.
You
but
are.
I'm also not saying that, yo,
Most improved?
you shouldn't even be in this sport. I'm not saying
I'm
that.
not saying that either. They just got some work to do.
There you go.
think-
There was
That's
such thing.
right. That's
Like,
what
for
I
instance,
said
you
it.
think-
No, there's such thing as fifth place.
Is Dot trash?
So here's the thing, bro.
Is Dot trash?
Ooh, he gonna shoot.
He's
the fifth
he's
place?
terrible for that.
Okay, we got. So you said Dot. Dot has been on the list before, though.
Yes, he
Dot
has.
has been on the list.
Yeah, Jay Moore put Dot on there. Who else?
Dang. All right, so Dot would be not as good.
You laughing?
Not as good. Come on. This is the longest segment, and this is the simplest question.
I know this is-
Come on, get it on there.
You know who was never really good? I mean, who was never really good to me? I'm putting him on Tech 9, bro.
Take
Like, I
9.
never-
He did. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Can't even-
Blasphemy.
He can't say some shit. Get
I
out of
don't even
here.
know who that is.
It's cool though. So how you feel? 2 more.
Y'all
With a heartbeat.
Y'all gonna kill me for this one, but Head Ice.
Woo! You don't think Head Ice nice?
I ain't mad at you.
Last one. You got one more to go.
I ain't mad at you.
But see,
I
but,
just
but
feel
I'm
he's
just
dead.
saying.
I don't think he's not because in the quarantine
Yeah, like, he's a-
time,
he's a legend, though.
He had some shit. I was making moves off the shoulder like Mayweather, like
Yeah.
My man outside right now parking
He
the
just needs some
hoopty.
work.
He had a body in the trunk in a dookie.
I don't stop life. I don't stop life at stoplights.
you like.
I don't stop like this. He
you-
say
hold on.
shit.
I'm gonna say something. You like L.I. Mayor?
L.I. made a fire.
No,
like
let him
L.I.
answer the
Mayor.
question. Let him. You like L.I.
L.I. made
Mayor?
a fire.
Ella
We ain't doing
not
that.
trash. Ella not trash.
He
No,
not
no,
trash.
no. I'm just.
What you insinuating?
No, just asking a question.
Because
you out the
Ella,
group.
here's the thing. Ella, here's the thing. There's certain. So I would say, to me, I'm not expecting when I'm watching basketball. You not trash just because you can't shoot like Curry.
Right.
You only trash if you can't do what you do well. You know what I'm saying? And so
Right.
my thing is like, I'm not expecting Ella to go up there and sound like Kayshawn. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Ella-
he do what he do,
and
but he do it
Ella
well.
could put,
I had
but
to
I'm talking
defend the
about
dog,
bars and
though.
stuff
That's
like
why
that.
I asked the question.
You gotta defend who your dog.
Man, but you know what? But
Oh,
here's
you
the thing,
trying
though.
to
he
reverse
battled-
part,
he battled-
parallel part. Get your ass.
No, when he battled on Battle Rap Trap. Remember on the,
That was a good battle.
Some people ain't feel like L.I. was decent at
What
every
you
round.
got? Cause we ain't do the L.I. under the umbrella.
And then one of the new guys,
That's what
I
I
would
said.
just say probably Dre Majesty.
straight master. So your top 4 trash is
Dot.
Dot, Dre Majesty, Head Ice,
And
and he
he
said
ain't say nothing.
I did.
Tech
Tech
9.
9. Yeah, he did. He did.
Tech 9.
Tech 9.
You wrong for Tech 9.
got
Tech
out of there
9
clean.
was-
Y'all wrong for asking me the question.
Yeah, I know,
What you mean?
absolutely.
I was gonna check this out. Mary Smash Merk.
Mary Smash Merk.
Mary, you know what Merk mean? You two be tripping. You know what Merk mean, right?
Okay,
you gotta
got
get him
you,
out of here.
got you.
You know what Smash mean? You smash a lot of high school, take people girls. Mary. My verse, Jazz, Hustle.
Dang, bro.
What we doing?
Easy. Easy.
See, there's really no wrong answers with these, but I would probably.
Well, the Merc is bad.
The Merc is
The
gonna
Merc is kind of bad.
Come on, easy money. How many, smash
So check
mad
this out.
chicks?
Check this out. In this situation, I would. Y'all gonna kill me for this, but I would kill Jazz. I would kill Jazz because, like, bro, she's literally like
Little
one of my
homie.
yeah, like my.
I'm not
my
mad at
homie.
it.
Kill
You can't
A lot of
Jazz.
marry
people say
her
she the
or
homie.
smash
Go
her.
ahead.
I'm not
I would kill
mad.
Jazz, but
And who you marrying?
I would marry Hustle.
Really?
What? Now that surprised me.
What?
That surprised me.
Yeah, because I
Me
think
too.
like I need a protector. You know what I'm saying? I think she could. You know
She
what I'm
might
saying?
beat
She could do
you
that.
up, man. You talking about
That's
you
what I'm
need to
saying.
She
protect
can beat him up. She definitely
But
ain't
to
nobody
me,
beat
but
him
to
up.
me, look.
Can your bodyguard beat
Hustle,
you?
but
You
Hustle.
want that?
Wait, look.
That's
Out of
what he's
them-
saying.
But here's the thing: out of them three, Hustle's the only one with kids, right? So I know she already know how to be a
Facts.
mother, right? I just think that
Protector.
yeah, I
I
just
love
feel like
Hustle, man.
I feel like at that. She's
She
probably
pretty- they
best
all pretty, though.
suited. She's probably best suited.
They all
pretty.
they all fire.
She's domestic.
And then Smash.
Those three. I
And then
just
smash verse.
My
Jazz
verse.
is like a
Smash
little
verse.
sister next
my
door.
verse.
Like
yeah.
All right, same thing. Farrah, Coffee, Yoshi.
I'm smashing all.
Wait, Farrah,
Smashing
Coffee,
off.
Yoshi, right?
I don't care.
Smashing all three.
Yeah.
I'm
Like-
smashing all of them.
Oh my
Mary, no, you have to pick one. Mary, Smash, Merc, Farrah, Coffee, Yoshi. It's easy after this.
Okay, so for this one, I would say that I would marry Coffee. I'll marry Coffee. I think the same. I get like these. I don't know, man. I think Coffee the other day said that she didn't really. She thought I was just an average dude. I think that's what she said.
I don't tell you.
Now you
Really,
propose it.
Coffee?
Look
You know what I'm
at
saying? But nah, I would marry Coffee. I would.
Smash who?
Man,
I'm smashing. I'm smashing Farrah like crash cars. I'm sorry, y'all boys stop playing.
Yeah, I probably.
Farrah, one of the baddest ones in the game.
And then you
Yoshi-
headshot for the Yoshi.
She's
Headshot.
pretty.
Merc.
Oh, that headshot. Got you.
Wait, ain't that a different
I can
head?
have more. He said I can have multiple.
He just
I can have multiple smashes. That's what he said.
Is that a new
That
cat?
was a boo, right? So so that's what your answer. So Glorilla, Lotto, Sexy Red.
Come on now.
This is easy.
Come on
This
now.
easy. These ain't your peers, bro. This answer
No, this is easy.
These ain't your peers.
Yeah. Wait, what is it?
Market.
Glorilla, Lotto, Sexy Red.
Yo,
Come on now.
and I guess if you marry somebody, you can also smash them forever, right?
Well,
Right.
That's who you smashing forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lotto.
Damn, maybe I should have put my verse to marry.
It's over, bro. She did already. Whatever
No,
you said.
no. I smashed the one time.
You
But
smashed it. You
I
already
guess I
clapped.
was thinking that.
You already clapped.
Yeah,
Did you go?
maybe I
He said
probably should've-
he said he smashed it one time.
Who?
You
No.
just said-
I didn't.
Hold on.
No.
Take the shades off.
I did
Being
not say
slick.
that.
Take the shades
I
off.
said in the category.
Oh, y'all heard
I
that?
said in the category. Why did I only smash it one time? That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that.
He like that smashable.
Here's the thing. No. Okay, for Lotto.
Lotto?
man, I guess Lotto's my top pick out of them. So I guess I would marry Lotto.
Marry Lotto.
So I'm looking
Who you
at-
clapping?
I'll marry Lotto. I will probably. Man,
Come on now.
Really, bro?
Come on now.
I'm clapping sexy over.
Get it sexy.
Yeah, you like that type shit?
Sexy.
All right, clap it. And then you gonna murk Glorilla. She just got everything done on.
I ain't gonna lie. I take.
She did?
You know who Maria the scientist is?
Yeah. Mariah.
Sanchez.
Yeah.
Mariah the scientist
Mariah.
is?
I know her.
You know her personally?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
you
She
clap?
fire.
Okay.
I didn't expect that one.
I'm
You murked yourself to her. Yeah, you did.
gonna just take a shot at
Nice.
that. No.
We're not
No, what
playing
about
Never Have I
Mariah?
Ever.
What?
Mariah the scientist, Sweetie,
Smash
Nicki
it.
Minaj.
I'm smashing sweet. Kill Nicki.
Nicki Minaj.
Kill Nicki.
I'm gonna kill Nicki. Yeah, I'm gonna kill Nicki.
Damn.
I'm gonna kill Nicki. But I am going. I'm gonna marry.
Mariah.
Nah. I'm gonna smash Mariah. And I'm gonna.
You're married, Sweetie.
Yeah. Sweetie.
You gonna marry
Rihanna-
you see what
Rihanna,
Sweetie
Beyonce-
did?
Rihanna-
I gotta put my brother up on game.
What Sweetie
Sweetie fucked everybody behind the scenes. No, I can't let you do that. You can only smash her.
Yeah, but
You can only smash her. Next
Yeah, but I-
question.
They say the
but
best
I-
hoes make a housewife though.
you have to think about it though. I approach women with a cape.
Or do they say hoes don't make
You
a
approach
housewife?
him with a cape.
Yeah, I
Go
got
to
a
the
cape
next
on.
question. See,
I
this
got
what
a
I'm
cape
talking
Oh,
about.
you put the
right
rubber on.
No, a cape.
Yeah, like what, Superman?
I saved.
Oh, you gonna say the
I
hoes?
say hoes.
You in the strip club like, yo, you know you ain't gotta
Say
live
something.
like this. You don't gotta live like this. I got you. I get paid up $2,000 a month. Check this out, right? Rihanna, Beyonce, Alicia Keys.
Alicia, I'm marrying.
Out the gate.
You marrying Alicia?
Beyonce, and then I'll probably kill Rihanna.
You gonna
Dang,
kill
my
Riri?
girl, you gonna kill my girl?
Out of the
Beat your
ones,
ass. You Chris.
I'm definitely not getting rid of Alicia.
I would have killed Alicia.
Yes, because
But Alicia
because
feel
of
like
who
she
you
probably
are.
could. Because of who you are.
Yes,
What's
that's why.
wrong with him?
Any
What you
woman,
say about my co-host. This is a
Bro,
good guy.
any woman that has even like a glimpse of standards, he is just turned off by.
She don't have standards.
Alicia Keys. Come on, bro.
She took
Right.
from America.
She's a
No,
home
she did
wrecker.
not.
Yes, she
Yes, he
did.
did. No.
She a
Swiss
home
was cheating
wrecker.
with Alicia. That's what what's the
believe
song
that.
about?
I don't believe
Yes,
What's that
that was
song?
all right. You didn't
You
even
don't know
Your
my name?
secrets, goddammit. Oh. Your secrets are safe.
Ready. If you asking me, I'm ready. It's the Swiss.
I don't believe
Swiss
that.
was Swiss was married, and he was dealing with Alicia.
She didn't know that.
Listen to I'm ready.
I'm ready.
She ain't know.
She didn't know that thing.
That
The
was
world
like-
knew.
Oh, he ain't hurt-
world
no,
knew.
that means
So,
in
where
his
were
eyes
you?
she innocent. Pick one. You ready? Drake, Kendrick.
And what?
Just pick one. Rapid
Oh,
fire.
we done with the game. All
Yeah,
right, man.
pick one. It's still a game. Pick one.
Smash
Pick
the
one.
any of them.
Hell no, I wouldn't play that up here.
Drake.
Okay. Smack ARP.
Oh, I'm thinking.
Pick. Go.
Smack.
T.I. Jeezy.
T.I.
DMX Jada Kiss.
Jada.
Jada?
Yeah.
Over X?
Yeah.
You
It's not bad.
I kind of want to know why, but go ahead. Okay, so
It should be X though.
I about to say
X
bro.
was real quick. I used to think DMX was a Christian rapper, bro, when I was growing up.
because of the prayers.
I
Lord,
used
give
to
me a sign.
like I didn't know what I didn't know nothing about Christianity. I literally thought DMX was I thought him and Newz were Christian rappers, bro.
Nas?
Growing up,
Why you thought Nas? I can understand X even.
same thing, bro.
Because Nas has got his
Nas
own
is- but
style.
Nas didn't do no
Your
prayers.
first Nas
But you
song must be
also
If I
rap-
Ruled the
I mean,
World. That's what it is.
That don't sound like no prayer.
That do sound like more like you
It
feel
was
what I'm saying?
written like he always had like a
Intellectual.
he always used to reference like Christian things. I'm not saying I didn't know nothing about Christianity. So I just used to think that those guys were rapping about God.
I don't know how you thought Nas was a Christian rapper.
You
That's
had
the
like
sound-
Nas was
That's the sound of New York.
Who your top 5 rappers of all time? Rappers, not battle rappers.
top 5 rappers of all time. I do got J. Cole in there now.
J. Cole's of all time?
Yep, he's in my top 5 all time. Yeah.
Fuck with J. Cole.
Fabulous is in my top 5 all time. These are just this is mine. This is
Personal,
this is
personal.
this is
I
not
like
the
those.
In order?
I like
What's
those.
next?
I like those. I like those.
Yeah.
So give me your person.
Yeah.
Got 3 more.
I would say Fab. I would say who I just said?
J. Cole.
J. Cole. I would say Jay-Z. I would say man, I got Drake in there as well. And then
It's a stain?
my fifth would be for me. Man, I think I got Jada. I got Jada in there as well.
That's not a bad list.
Yeah.
Besides, like, I put Drake in a different category by
That
himself.
shows
but
his
versatility.
up north. No, it's up north route. Like,
Oh, yeah.
he don't have no south in there.
Let's keep it a buck, bro. Like, I'm
Don't do
from
that.
the South.
What you about to say? What you about to say?
He got the
ain't
same
made it
list
yet,
of
bro.
people that I would put, I actually like up there, right?
You from Florida, Miami. You don't have no South people in your shit.
Like put it this way. I'm gonna tell you.
Florida is
Trick Daddy is my all-time favorite, right?
Okay,
but
so-
I'm putting on fucking Jay. I was just listening to American Gangsta on repeat. I listened to it 3 times. Fabulous is one of my favorite guys in hip hop of all time. Jadakiss, come on, top 5 dead.
I'm gonna be
or alive.
honest,
You can't
bro.
be
When
mad.
I'm listening to music, yeah, I mean, probably my list would probably be different. But like for instance, like when I'm thinking like down south, like I mean, I could have easily probably put T.I., Luda, and stuff like that.
Luda,
but-
Jeezy.
Ross,
or Andre 3000. You know what I'm saying? But he don't got no solo projects.
But you ain't put him on
You know what I'm
there.
saying? Nah, but
Ross.
those guys, yeah. But I will say that the guys that I just mentioned, when I just think as soon as you say the word rappers, like they just kind of come to the forefront for me.
Right.
Even though I did grow up in the South, yeah.
Now, Loso, you don't clap mad
they
chicks, right?
say, hold on,
Guess
they
what?
say Usher better than Chris Brown.
Who said that?
Never. That's just.
I'm coming. Who said that though?
You gotta hear Chris.
Usher or Chris
agree?
Brown?
I agree with that.
Get out.
Usher's better than Chris Brown at this moment in time, right now.
Chris Brown's more diverse.
See, hold on, don't do that. Because you got people who come out who
Next
say,
question. Next question.
I set him up.
Next question.
Usher to me is just like
Next
a
question.
sex
I'm talking
object.
right
He's
now.
just sensual.
Next question.
He's just like
about me, but
you ever been burnt?
Bert?
Yeah.
Never.
You always came out clean.
you never had
Always.
STD.
Crabs, nothing. Why you smiling? Well,
First of all, is that you're
That's
asking the
like
question
the
like that's
first
normal?
STD.
Is that normal?
I throughout people have been
Ask
had
Mike.
an STD.
Ask Mike.
We talk about this all the time. He had one.
He talks about all the time.
No, we have on this
We
podcast.
ask that question all the time.
I don't-
Oh, you always came out your whole life perfect.
Always, bro.
So you always use condoms. Excuse me? Hello?
That doesn't mean that though. You could just know. You just know who
You
rocking
risk, so
with.
you risk it, but you never had it done.
You found it.
It's over.
We literally just
Yeah,
proved
hit the
it. We
liquor.
just proved it.
Let me talk to
You know
you.
what I'm saying, Loso?
Let me tell you something.
You ain't them other Christians.
Boom. He ain't never had no clap. So let me ask you this, right? In a relationship, is cheating the end? If somebody cheats, is there a way to get through that?
Deal breaker.
It depends on how they
Is there a way to
cheat.
get through that?
I think there's a way to get through it. Yeah, I think there's a way to get through
It
it.
depends on how they
Right,
cheat.
okay. Oh, this is different. I don't think we had nobody said this, right?
So if a girl cheats on you,
Girl
Not
cheats
just
on you.
you.
There's a way to get through that.
It is a way to get through that. Yeah.
That's not your deal breaker.
Now that's two different questions.
What you mean?
You
A deal
asked
breaker
me,
means
is
it's
there a
over.
way-
There's no way to get through it.
Yeah. So
A deal breaker means there's no way to get through
You got
this.
to.
So cheating,
How
if
long
they
you
cheat
been
on
with
you,
them?
that's not your deal breaker. So my next question is, I got two questions, right?
So I would say, wait. But so everybody always thinks that when it comes to cheating, right, it is on the person. It's on the person who's got cheated on to be like, yo, if I want to go ahead and deal with this, right? Or do I feel respected enough to keep the relationship going? I actually think that if you do love the person, right, and both of y'all, I actually think it's on the other person who did the cheating. I think
To make it right.
I think the bigger obstacle is like, let's say both people say like, yo, we're gonna stay together, right? I think the person who has it tougher is not the person who got cheated on, but the person who did the cheating, because you have to ask yourself, am I okay for the rest of my life, the rest of this relationship? Am I okay with this person constantly being triggered and being bringing it up, and me and am I willing to go ahead and deal with that? Because a lot of times we just look at it like, yo, can you just go ahead and forget this person, right? But are you okay? I think the bigger question: are you okay with not being forgiven every day from it? Because what's gonna happen? And a lot of people don't look at it that way. We always look at the person. And granted, I understand why, right? But a lot of times you gotta think about it. When the relationships like
He cooking with grease.
when the relationships decide to stay together, or two people decide to stay together, it's the other person that's really gonna be going through hell every day. And you gotta ask yourself, look, do I love this person enough that if we watching a TV show and this girl just got cheated on and she looks over me,
She like,
at the side, right? Am I okay with
How it
that?
happened with you?
Am I okay with that? Am
How
I
it
okay?
went down?
Yep. Am I okay with me having to be questioned about 10 different times when I say, yo, I'm going out with my boys tonight? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you okay?
Are you okay with actually taking it down?
But you
I
have
think
to be.
he got
but
the
you-
best response.
You have to be willing. Look, and that's what I'm saying. So I think you always got to ask the person, like, yo,
You gotta
if
prove
you
yourself
cheated,
every day.
If you cheated, are you okay with
Are
staying?
you okay with staying? Given, like, because we just think like. We just walk through the door, man. That happened a while ago. Like you forgave me. Like, why you keep bringing it up? Nah, you have to understand. Like, yo, we are human, right? And anything can open up a new wound, a fresh wound, right? And then as soon as it happens, can you go ahead and look that person in the face and say, I understand what you're going through. Hey, it is my time right now to reassure you. Whether that takes 2 hours right now, whether that takes a
rest
whole
of the
day,
relationship.
it is not my job. Look, as the person who did the cheating, you have to understand, if you're choosing to stay in a relationship, yo, I am committing to this person that for the rest of this relationship, I'm going to reassure you. It sucks, and it's tough.
Right.
But that is something that you have to say, I love you more
Right.
than I love my ego.
Have you ever had to deal with that? You ever cheated on somebody and had to reassure them all the time?
I didn't get the opportunity.
You cheated and they was
Oh,
done
the
with
deal
you.
breaker for them.
You cheated and they was like, I'm out.
Yep. Yeah, I didn't get the opportunity. I don't know, but I also don't know if at the time that it happened, I don't think I was mature enough to even do that though. I don't think I would. I don't think.
So for you, it would have been a deal breaker at that point, though. You would be like, yo, I'm not about to do this every day.
Nah, yeah. Well, no. I probably would have thought I could.
Like that?
But what I'm saying is, into the relationship, I think probably like after the second or third time, I would be like, nah. You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to keep doing it.
Yeah.
Right.
I think especially when kids are involved, though, when kids are involved, you might want to go ahead and
Keep the family together.
and you got to put your ego aside. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, like I said, don't get me wrong. The person who gets cheated on, they make the first decision, right? Hey, I'm gonna say it. But my thing is like to continue to work the relationship out. To work the relationship out, it is on the person who did the cheating to go ahead and say, okay, I gotta be in the forefront. The ball is in my court to make this thing work.
So let me ask you this: is porn cheating? You watch porn at all? Ever like?
I don't, bro.
Okay, so for somebody who watch porn, is that cheating?
I would.
Hit that drink.
I would consider that. Yeah, I would consider that cheating.
You would
It
consider
is.
cheating?
I would. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And the reason why.
You say is that cheating for you?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I would say this. So that's because we're looking at it from different aspects.
No,
so this
I want to hear what you got to say.
It can lead to the thought of. Because
But is it cheating?
What do you mean?
Black or white?
It's not cheating.
Black or white?
Mike, what do you
Not
mean?
cheating.
What do you mean? Lead to the thought of you already? That's literally what's happening. The thoughts are in your head.
Porn, you might not be getting that shit at the crib like that.
And you just said lead to the thought, but that is
Lead
the
to the
thought.
of like I want that, and you gonna be
That
like,
is the thought.
I'm not getting this from the crib.
So the thought of cheating is cheating?
So wait.
Hey,
No. He
I
just
think it
said what
might
I'm
he
be-
said
saying.
it can lead to the thought of.
And
If a
I'm
girl
saying it's
has
not leading to the thought.
appetite
That's
to go out there
literally
and
what
actually do it.
it's all thoughts. You know what I'm saying? But here's what I'm saying though.
Go ahead.
You are, I would say this, what you are substituting. So at the end of the day, it's really going to be how do you define sex within a relationship, right? It is it transactional or is it just, me getting served, my needs getting served? So if you feel like, when I'm engaging in sex with this woman, it is just to go ahead and just to go ahead and nut and that's it and I'm moving on, even if it's with my wife or something like that, then yeah, you probably don't think porn is cheating. Because the only thing you're doing with your wife is getting her in the physical, but you're treating her just like every other woman that you're on, XXX videos. You're doing the same thing. Now I will say this: if you go into
but you watch porn because
if you go into sex thinking,
Shut up, Mike.
if you go into here's the thing, if you go into sex though thinking, you know what? I'm making love to this woman. She's making, you know what I'm saying? Like we're pleasing each other. Then you have to go ahead and look at, this porn situation, it is a selfish act. And what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to go ahead and gratify my own desires outside of this covenant that I have with this woman or this commitment that I have with this woman to like, hey, when I do have these desires, I'm doing this with you. Now, granted, I'm not saying that there's no, I understand why men go to that. I understand why men do, right? Or even women. I'm not getting touched by my man, right? Or my man, or this woman ain't doing this. I'm not saying that. But here's the thing. There's hundreds. I mean, there's millions and millions of relationships that although they could be having sex and he's still gonna go online. And this is the reason why. And let's just be honest, bro. It is the easiest thing for you to do to just go ahead and log onto a computer and gratify yourself right there. You want to know why? Because that woman online, she's not asking nothing from you. And that is why you go to there. Because the woman in bed with you, she wants you to go ahead and please her and show her that, that you see her and that you hear her and that, and that you're committed to her. Online, when you click on this video, that girl, look.
My man was
Here's the thing. Online though, check this out though. Online, when you click on that video, porn, and I would say this, I'm gonna use this word with quotations, right? It's perfect, meaning this woman's not gonna ask you where you been. The woman that you just clicked on, right? She's not gonna ask you if you want somebody with red hair today, if you want somebody who's skinny, if you want a black chick, you want an Asian chick, you want her to be in this position, you can type that in and it could come to your front door right on that computer and you get to go and fantasize.
What's wrong with that?
Amazon Prime.
I just told you what's wrong. I just told you.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
But here's the thing.
Overnight shipping.
If you could, you would have done it.
It ain't nothing wrong with that.
If you could, you would have done it. What do you mean? It's not wrong with what?
Wait.
Fred,
If you
doing
could,
it
you would have done it. You saying if they could have cheated, they would have cheated?
She said you could just ask your girl.
You
tell your girl
baby,
that.
turn
I
around,
said
get in this position.
if you wanted to, you would have done it.
But you can't. He said red
She
hair.
gonna tell you I'm tired.
She could wear a
She gonna
you
tell you I'm
guys can
tired.
role play and get wigs.
She gonna have an attitude about some shit that happened
Why?
last week.
Why?
Pretend to be somebody else in the bed.
why?
I look at that shit as
For
getting
fun,
high.
if
Oh
you're-
no, that's the case. But that's if two people are they're agreeing to that. What I'm saying is that the reason you're running to that computer is to, like I said, it is self gratification, bro. And you're saying to yourself, you know what? I'm not willing to go ahead and put in this work or put in, this transactional commitment that I have with this woman. I want to just go ahead.
Or
and
it can be used to enhance your
Okay, how about
sexual activity in the bedroom.
What do you mean?
How?
Like
If you watch it together?
Because
How?
I'm finna
Explain
tell
that.
you how.
Once you
Just
bust, you
we're
did.
gonna go right. No, because then we're gonna go back to boxing. Somebody teach you how to throw a jab, right?
You learn from
can
them?
learn from this shit.
You gonna learn position. So you watching it
Hold
for
on. So
educational
you knew what to do out the
purposes.
gate.
Learn how to get
You
a better
knew what to
blowjob.
do with a woman out the gate. You knew to lift her leg up and put it to the ceiling out the gate.
It's educational.
Yes or no?
I get
Thank
it.
you.
I'm gonna tell you.
Because this is such thing as sex education.
So you watch.
Yeah,
It was
but
a
that
show.
There's a person.
Time out.
Wait.
school?
Okay, I can see.
No, it's a literal sex education. You learn what to do with the clitoris. You learn why it stimulates. You learn about the dopamine.
Where?
You
I
learn
never
about
took
the
this course.
dopamine.
Where? You took that course?
Did I take a course?
I think
Where?
no, I don't
Mike,
think
see, I was with
Where?
you.
He's lying. He's a liar.
You ain't taking the course.
You didn't take no course.
Took a sexual
Not as-
course.
not as
How many holes in the
cool.
pussy? How many holes in the pussy?
Listen,
Wait,
time
time
It's
out.
not a course. It's just like a YouTube video.
Thank you.
So when
Like,
you
you
learn,
literally-
I didn't even know that was
YouTube University.
You
it's like Pornhub
actually got
University.
sex therapists that teach you this stuff and shit too. I want to learn everything about female.
Wait, Mike. You're trying to tell me
Finish it, Fred.
that you have a therapist?
It's when you don't have
A sex
money for a
therapist.
sex
Kill it.
therapist.
You have one?
You just watch
No, I don't
porn.
have one no more.
You had one?
She was too expensive.
I ain't
so we
gonna
turned
look
to
for it. It's
porn.
just like you feel
Why
me?
you
saying
say no more of me? Yeah.
Y'all see what I'm saying?
Hold on.
All right, next question.
No, next
He got a point.
No,
He got
you
a
don't-
point,
so you
though.
don't
But
wanna
next
listen.
question.
You didn't never want
Yeah,
to
it's like-
learn how to
no.
please a woman in every way. You knew how to do that out the gate.
No.
Okay,
but you
then.
know who I'm gonna ask?
That's
the
true.
person who's getting pleased.
The one that he's.
That's what I'm asking. Hey, what do you
Every
like?
woman gets pleased differently.
And that's
Hold on,
so
because
you
some
ask that
women
question
don't
to any
want you
woman.
to ask them. They want you to come to the table knowing what to
Thank
do.
you. Like, so you don't know what to do.
First of all,
Loso,
time out.
are you telling me that you come to a woman like, yo, so what you?
Time out.
Come on.
Time out.
There's a
time out,
sexy
time
way
out.
to do it and ask, like, baby, what you want? Me to
You still gotta learn that.
What?
You still gotta learn how to approach women, how to touch women, how to caress them.
Wait,
You
that's
gotta
not
learn how to
foreign.
please.
You gotta
I'm gonna be honest.
You ain't learned
You ain't never had to
Cut
do
it
that.
out.
What you say?
A lot of that just comes natural to me.
Yeah, I was about to say that's
Like,
actually.
you are
Okay,
human,
so, like,
bro.
Once upon a time, there was no
I was a
TV.
kid
There was
that
no
said-
porn.
I was a kid that
What is he
said-
talking
There was
about?
no porn.
It was
How
soft
were
porn.
people
When you
in-
was
had
a-
intercourse?
hold on. I don't know,
It was
bro.
movies
How
that
old
teach
were
you
you when you?
Nah,
You
back
learn,
in
you
the day,
learn this
there
shit.
was no
bro.
movie.
You ever
There
seen
was
Louis the
no
Wood?
TV.
You ever seen goddamn? You ever seen Love Basketball?
Michael.
Okay,
like
what
this
point
stuff
though?
teaches you. You learning this as you go, or you
But
hear,
what-
or you
that's
hear,
true.
or you hearing your homies
What about
actually.
cavemen when there was no TV? How did they learn to have
They
sex?
didn't. They just. That's
Okay, I'm with you. 'Cause back in the day, bitches weren't coming back in the day, bro. Dude was cracking and it was a rap. But let me answer this, right?
They are terrible.
Back in the day, females probably won't have an orgasm.
No, it's a
Dudes
natural.
clapping, go clean.
No,
That's a fact.
I don't
Here's
think
where
that's
sex
true.
education comes into play.
It's a natural instinct.
Go
for
clean,
animals.
take care of it. Back in the day,
In Africa.
when there was nothing to see.
You said in Africa?
It's an African.
How does a man
Where you
know
about to
to
go?
touch
No.
himself?
That's hieroglyphics, right?
How does a
And
man-
she was showing you how to please women. This is the fact. The Queen of Sheba. She was literally making people make love to please her. This is, remember, you know about history, don't you?
Wait, you still have to
Yes
answer
or
the
no?
question. Wait.
But ultimately,
All right, wait,
it was a woman
Thank you.
teaching a man.
Thank you.
Because, okay, who taught you how to touch yourself?
Thank you.
Who taught you as a little
no, thank
boy
you.
that
Thank you.
grabbing yourself felt good?
Thank
A
you.
woman does the
Thank
same
you.
thing to themselves. A woman, as a little
Thank
a
you.
teenager, you learn.
She's on my side.
You
Oh,
learn
she's
what
I don't know.
you learn how to touch yourself.
Might be the middle. Let her go.
She basically said what I was
Wait,
saying.
hold
The
on.
woman told
It's
you.
a
Wait, let her get
natural,
it
it's
shit
a
off.
natural instinct.
Lay your plane, Ash.
So it's just like you men, as
That is
little
natural.
boys, before you even watched porn, you knew that
No, you don't.
this felt good down here, and when I touch it, it feels better.
You don't. No, you don't.
Michael.
You ain't got a dick.
Why you got that man Michael? It ain't
Because
Mike.
I don't have a dick, but I have the other thing, which
you do,
works.
but see, you
let me
touch
finish.
yourself. Go
Let me
ahead, go
finish.
ahead.
All right, get out of here.
No.
Let me answer the next question. Let me answer the next question, guys.
Wait.
Have a conversation. You always doing it.
He has to get.
Okay, no, one more question for him though about
Order in the court.
porn being
Debit card
cheating.
on
What about
file,
if
the
you're in a
time.
long distance relationship and you don't have the opportunity to, when you do feel that desire, go to your
I
woman
like that.
because she's either out of town. Let's say she travels a lot, or you guys are doing long distance. What do you do
Can't
then?
get your way out of this one.
What do you mean? Wait. What do you mean? What do you do then?
Are you gonna you just don't masturbate? You just don't satisfy the urge?
So if you're talking about a couple that's online and they face
Long
time with each
distance
other,
relationship.
Yeah, they are. What? you're gonna do what every other long distance relationship. They getting on the phone and they doing whatever they can to go.
What
do
if
that.
she's in a?
But what
in
you're
a
saying is to go ahead and get satisfaction outside of the woman you're committed to. And if you guys want me to go ahead and sit up on this podcast and say yes, you are. Look, there are times where you can go outside of the woman that you are saying that, hey, I'm in a relationship with. I'm not gonna agree with that. There's no, bro. There's
real talk. I like that.
Yeah, there's no way. Look,
You would like that, Ash. Come on.
But
You would like that.
But here's the thing.
I like that. I thought about a smash on the man.
I'm just gonna say. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm not saying none of that. I'm just saying we're saying is it right or wrong? Right? I'm sorry, bro. There's just. I don't know too many women that's gonna walk in on you while you at the computer. Like, let's say look, first of all, you know it's wrong. There's a reason why you close the blinds right before you do it. There's a reason why you turn the light off. There's a reason why you find
close
a little.
the blind when people see your dick and balls.
Yeah,
No,
And you
let's-
set the mood.
Set the mood
You
for
might
who?
get arrested.
For yourself.
That's hard.
You don't want to be.
That's crazy.
Hey, that's a bar. He said that's hard. That's a bar.
Yeah.
Pause.
But it's time women done came in. What you doing? Like, damn, that turned me on.
All right, get up out of there.
I'm
Check
dead
this out.
serious.
Next question.
You ain't never stroking your lady like, damn, what you doing?
He don't
babe?"
stroke.
See, that's
Wait,
the problem.
yo,
So check this out, check this out, check this out.
No, I would already be with her.
I'm a lie. I ain't gonna lie.
You don't masturbate them, basically.
Yeah. He don't. He said he don't. We already asked. He said he don't.
He says he doesn't watch.
I say
porn.
that to say this.
He don't watch porn. If he masturbate with no porn, he's a maniac.
You might be in your bed fantasizing about your
If he
wife.
masturbate with no
Your
porn,
wife
he's
is
just
at work.
crazy.
You're just really
He's some
horny.
kind of psycho.
You're fantasizing, you're masturbating to your wife.
What? No, there's been a lot of serial killer vibes.
That's serial killer
vibes. There's a lot of things Mike said. I was like,
He might be a
I'm pretty
killer.
sure. The only one who agrees with that is Jeffrey Dahmer, bro.
That's
So I'm
crazy.
sure.
But you set the mood.
Yeah, that was crazy, bro.
Loso, real quick. Let me get to this. We gotta bring Loso back. Real quick, I want to ask this: is it cool for you to out your boy to get a moment with another girl? Does it make sense what I'm saying?
That's kind of flawed.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, is it cool to be like, I don't fuck with him, like to get in a situation with a girl?
Bro, we just just
That's
one of my
insane.
homies,
That's
just one of my
what's
homies,
next,
bro. He started talking to one. So it was a friend of mine, right? But he started talking to another friend of mine's ex, but they not that close, right? And but they know each other. They've been out with each other, yada yada. Well, supposedly he told this girl, he was like, she asked him, she goes, "Ain't you cool with Loso and yada yada?" And he was like, "I mean, I'm not really that cool with him." And I was like, damn, like that's
Get that nigga away from
just
you.
for
Get that nigga away from
just
you.
for a girl, you know what I'm saying? So to
Get
me,
him the fuck
yeah, to
away.
me, I'll say yeah. But I will say this though. Let's say this. Let's say we on a 2-man, and you making both girls laugh. I might have to stop that then, bro. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way you about to get both girls.
No.
Now I gotta go ahead
You
and
gotta
call.
let him lead the pack.
If me and Mike somewhere, look, if me and Mike somewhere, we on a 2-man, right? And Mike over there making both these, like we supposed to be on a 2-man, but both these girls just loving Mike. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna call his girl, and I gotta tell his girl where her little comedian at right now, and be like, I'm joking.
Nah, we wouldn't do that.
But the
I done did that
scenario.
multiple times and led us to the
Let me go tell her where her
to the
little
promised
comedian
land.
at, since he want to be so.
I done led us to the promised land multiple times. If I got people laughing and stuff like that, it's going my
gonna
way.
help for both of us.
It's going to help for both of us.
Nah, but the situation he talking about something Mike. The situation he talking about.
Oh, they were before.
What I'm trying to say is, hold on, so what I'm trying to say is it ever cool to shit on your boy to, you know what I'm saying, for shit to work with another female?
Oh, bro, no, that's whack.
So you would never forgive him, like, yo, you had to say that to get this.
I can't fuck with you.
I would forget that.
I can't fuck with you.
It's not unforgivable, but it's not.
Like unless you
I can't
did that
fuck
to
with
like, if you was trying to do that to my
Depends the girl.
girl
Yeah, it
or
depends
something.
the
But if you
girl.
just talking about like
A girl, you maybe okay.
Loso,
I'm gonna paint the picture.
Think with
You
the
clapped
person.
this girl back in the day. You clapped her back in the day. You and her ain't nothing no more.
Yeah.
Now your boy got her in the room. He about to clap, but she say, I used to mess with Loso. I know you and Loso cool. And he say, I don't even fuck with him like that. And she like,
Yeah, that's
you're
flawed.
not?
That's
Okay,
flawed.
cool.
I've
Then he
been- I've
clap.
been in that
And he call
situation.
you. He say, yo. Are you like did you hit? Yeah, okay, it's all love. Like are you like where are you with that? It's never cool to do that. Is that what you
Never
saying?
cool.
If he threw me under the bus,
He throw you under the bus? Yes.
I'd be like, yeah, that's flawed. But I don't think it's unforgivable though.
Bro,
It's not unforgivable.
That shit is green because
It is. It's not
Here's the thing.
unforgivable.
I actually been in that situation before, right? And I'm talking to a girl like, and she like, oh, I used to fuck with such and such, and you know we actually smashed. I'm like, oh damn, that's my brother, bro. Like, damn, that was my guy. I call him up. Damn, what was the situation on this? Oh, that was nothing to me. That's still my guy. That was him back then. This is me now. You know what I'm saying?
So that's okay. So it's never okay to throw your boy under the bus to get with a shit.
Ever.
Never,
I
ever,
can't do
ever.
Never, ever.
But I also, like I said, I don't think it's unforgivable. Though. I think I'll forgive a homie.
If Fred do that to me, I'm reporting that nigga to the EOE. Like
That is crazy. I thought we were strong. Okay, so let's get through these fan questions real quick, right? Because people send stuff in, but I had to filter it, bro. You had some crazy motherfuckers.
Stands.
Yeah.
He had some stands. We saw Eminem just dropped a movie called Stands. It's fire. It's cool. Okay, so boom. This is Lamont D. Shields from Maryland. Salute. It's my guy. How does he handle the vitriol, criticism, and apparent lyrics he hears in battles regarding his religious principles and the doctrine he adheres to?
It doesn't really bother me. I'll be honest. Like I take it as like entertainment. I think anybody who gets into a battle, they automatically know like, I know what I signed up for. That's why when I used to hear about certain battlers having certain things in their contracts, like don't talk about this or don't talk about that, to me, then don't do the battle. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You know who you stepping in the ring with. Some people don't do it. Now, granted, me personally, I got like a certain set of principles where I won't talk about certain things. I've been given information like from like a bitter baby mother or something like that where I'm like, whoa, I'm definitely not gonna say this to such and such or air this person out. Like that's not I wouldn't do that. I also wouldn't have done, this is just me personally, I would have never done something like what, just me personally, like I wouldn't have done like the Adi Boom situation. Like let's say I found out that situation first prior to everybody, I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have done it.
The other horsemen say otherwise.
Yeah, they probably would, but I wouldn't though. You know what I'm saying? But so I would say when anybody is like coming at me talking in my faith and stuff, I already know what it is. It's they doing it for entertainment, shock purposes, whatnot, and it is what it is once we get off the stage.
Okay, so this is from Jesse Powell out of Atlanta, Georgia. Is liking pictures cheating in a relationship?
It's like nah, it's not cheating. That's not cheating.
It's not.
I would say you could feel like it's. I mean, it depends. Who's like, for instance, like, am I liking? I mean, it's
so it
depends
cheating on what you like, is what you're saying. So
if
it could
be
cheating. So it's just not dry.
It's never cheating. It would be disrespectful. I don't think liking pictures. Like you got to think about it. Let's say
you about to say the application was designed to like pictures. What you
no, but let's say you posted something. Let's say she just posted something like she was modeling for M3S3, right? And I go and I like the picture. I don't think no female could be like
it. Let's say a bent over picture. She's showing that thing from the back.
Right.
Is you liking that picture?
Ain't no.
So I rarely like pictures.
There you go with that.
I don't like pictures.
Loso,
I don't.
Don't shoot in the leg. Don't shoot in the chest.
I don't.
Headshot.
But is it cheating?
Is it cheating?
No, it's not. It's not. But it is. But it could be disrespectful. It could be disrespectful.
Okay, boom.
Depending on who it is and what it was.
But it's not cheating. They wouldn't know
if it's Beyonce, not. But if it's your ex,
get this man ammo to go to his girl and say Loso said it's not cheating. I be liking these bitches pictures, but I don't really fuck with them.
It's not
look
cheating.
what Loso said.
It's not cheating.
Okay, it's not cheating, my man.
I'm liking pictures.
But I said it could be disrespectful.
I'm gonna like it.
Now, boom.
Mike, you can't
last
do that.
question.
Yes,
Mike wild out. This is the last question. What's the most impactful song or poem you've ever written and why?
Oh, it's it's easily the one that me and A-Ward did called "It's Okay to Not Be Okay," and that actually got us, that one spoken word got us to do a tour out in Ireland, and we actually got booked for London for five different cities out there next year, and possibly even Africa. But that one poem though, "It's Okay to Not Be Okay," we got contacted through another, like an outside organization that they were doing something for mental health awareness month. Yep. And so, but we did it. You got to think about it. It's not like you hear a poem, but you got to think about when me and A-Ward do it, it's literally like a double impact 2-on-2.
That is dope as hell because a lot of these dudes can't get out their city with what they doing in the purest form of hip hop. But poetry and spoken word, that is dope, bro.
And then you got to think about when we did it, it was the first time that realm, like spoken word poetry, they ever saw two guys delivering like a spoken word with the mannerisms of a battle rapper. These people didn't even know he was a battle rapper. They just heard two poets coming to town. And so when we were up there, we're doing so. You got to think about it. Imagine what Tay Rock and Sue Surf did that first 2-on-2 performance, right, with gun titles. Imagine if they had a message that night and they were delivering that to like a group of people that never knew. People would just be so in awe of like the energy and like the chemistry that they had and like the way they were finishing each other. Like when me and Ward goes to places and do that, they've never seen nothing like that. Now if we did the mental health poem in front of like a battle rap crowd, they would appreciate it, right? They'll listen to the content, but they're not going to be taken back and think that this is something they've never seen because they've seen amazing 2-on-2s. They've seen DNA K-Shine. They've seen me and Ward do 2-on-2s. But even in the country, whenever we pop up to different places and every time we do that poem, people are just like, I mean, we're talking about standing ovation, bro, clapping. We've done it in the middle of the streets.
They're actually listening.
They're listening to the content. They never heard content like this, and then they never heard it deliver in the way that we deliver. So that's easily. But I've had other joints where I've written that supposedly, it's been used in anger management classes. It's been they've showed it in prisons. You know what I'm saying? Like I've gotten people have written me and told me like, yo, I've watched this and I've seen this. Me and B-Dot, our battle was shown in colleges. Overseas, bro. I
heard about that.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's one of my top battles.
Now check this out.
Like number 2. Like dead ass.
That was classic.
Shut that, man.
Now check this out. Before we get up out of here, I got 2 more things. One, this is. You can't really. I don't know if you can see it on camera right here. I got the shirt on right now. We got the cut off version, and we got this.
It's not that tight, is it?
You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, relax. this we got the oversized team. We got the fitted one. We're giving this to you, my bro. This is us giving you your flowers.
My God.
You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that.
Okay, I'm on the only one clapping. Somebody clap with me. All right, there we go. For Loso, our guy, www.m3apparel.com. They're available now. That last question was crazy because it now makes sense because I hollered at A-Ward before you came here. That was his question.
Oh, that was?
So that poem was y'all together. Fire.
He just wanted me to mention him. That's all it was.
Salute. I want to give a big shout out to Hip Hop Is Real, 15 Minutes of Fame, Battle Rap Trap, Battle Facts, all these guys, man, who are also in this media space, bro. We just starting our thing up, bro. I want to make sure I salute you guys for what y'all do. What's next for Loso, and what do you want your fans to know moving forward before we get up out of here?
Yeah. So
which camera is his?
Got you
right there.
So real quick, if you want to follow anything that I got going on, man, go to Everything Loso on Instagram, Everything Loso on Twitter, or you go to my website, everythingloso.com. Right now, man, we got, I'm in 2 different tournaments, so you keep tabs with that. I'm in the championship round for 1. I'm in the second round, doing the second round at the end of this month. I got some surprise battles coming up on some big cards. Got some, you probably want to cut that out because then they're going to know exactly what battle.
Man, we don't edit, man.
But anyway, I got some battles coming up, man, that you guys definitely want to stay tuned for. On top of that, me and A-Ward will be going on tour next year, at the top of next year, out in London for a spoken word tour. And, that's it, man. You know what I'm saying? Just working, grinding. If you want to get in contact with me to book me for anything, whether I got shows, concerts, features, or battles, man, hit me up. Everything Loso.
Salute. We appreciate you coming through. Loso, you're able to talk about everything, bro. So people like that, we always want to welcome the invitation to come back and be just a part of the podcast. Definitely. Right now, we got to know you. We saw who you was. So I want to give you the invitation to come back and just kick it with us whenever we may have a guest. We just be chopping it up. You're one of those guys. I want to give you the invite if you want to come back and just kick it with us.
Mount Rushmore.
We promise we won't make you pick the 5 tracks.
Florida.
Yeah, you got through the 5 tracks battle rappers. You know what I'm saying? So now I want to give you that invite, bro. Salute. I've been rocking with you for a long time. I appreciate you rocking with the I Say That to Say This podcast and M3S3. You already know what it is. This has been the I Say That to Say This podcast. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and if you want to be a member to see the behind the scenes content, and every now and then I do single vlogs, it's only for the members, man. Y'all can tap into that. Appreciate you.
You're getting good with that. You're getting good with that. Salute.
Yeah. Fire.
Sucker stand still.
3S3. Hey, yo, Fred, you know we make moves, not excuses, right? Loso. Love, can't overstay, made my mistakes. So state to state, I provide solutions to show the way. Now why would I ever front and look down upon? You see the stuff I had to see and it'll shock it, dog. Pay attention, I need y'all all to listen. Back in the day, I was dead and trapped in my ways. I knew the block was always cold and vicious. My cousin told me, listen, you either die or go to prison. Growing up and growing old, you better know the difference. Playing with heat made me fearful and dumb. And then bam, all of my heroes were none. I had a butler serving lies and excuses that was not finna help. I learned I had more on my stock than I do on the shelf. Responsibility, these little boys gon' run from it, but I'm done frontin'. Come love it, keep it 100. Yeah, remember this so you can understand real. I tell the men make moves and all these suckers stand still.
Make a lane, make the news, make a way, make it cool, make it meals, make it food, make it deals, make the moves, make the money, not make you, make it great, make a view, make a space, make it through, make a name, make it you.
Your best move like a chess move, make it a knot, just know please our own peace, they ain't taking a spot.
Men make moves.
Sucker stand still.
And 3S3.
Alright, look. I say that to say this, right?